entertainment only on Cities Radio.
Hello and welcome to this week's Cities in a Snap event. I am your organizer and host, Kazjim, and I would like to thank all of you for coming out today. A couple brief things. First of all, thank you moderators who help make this happen. They help keep the chats kind of sane. They also help answer a lot of questions. They also do things such as managing the Discord, managing our Facebook page, keeping the Instagram and Twitter running, and a variety of other activities such as being giveaway wardens. Also, I want to thank all of you who help make this event happen on a weekly basis. This does take a lot of man hours on the back end, and it's up to you guys to make sure that it can continue. You guys can help contribute to the Cities in a Snap event directly by subscribing to this channel here, twitch.tv/citiesinasnap, or by going and giving bits, or you can donate directly, or you can even sign up for our Patreon, link down below. And we also want to encourage all of you to let your friends know how you spend your Saturdays, and also be sure to hop in the community Discord. We're in there all the time, we're answering questions, we're responding to feedback, and we're continually trying to make this event better for you, the viewer. Anyways, thank you so much for coming out, thank you to this week's participants, and I hope you enjoy this week's Cities in a Snap. Hello, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. And here we go! 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and begin! Cities in a Snap is off. We are going! And Pirate Turtle with the raiding party, welcome in! You're a few seconds late, Pirate Turtle. You're just a couple seconds late, but you know what? That's fine. I will accept that. How are you doing, Pirate Turtle? My ears! Oh no! I'll turn that down slightly for you. How's that? Welcome in, Pirate Turtle and friends. Welcome in, AJ and friends. Thank you, Cuboid, for that sub. It really means a lot, and it helps support this event and keeps it going on a weekly basis. Alright, Medi by the Sea. Welcome in, Mr. Tommy, as well. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Let's go ahead and introduce our competitors since the nameplates are broken. Competitor number 1, Joey's Coffee Cup. Joey's Coffee Cup is a console city streamer, does an absolutely marvelous job, and you can find him at twitch.tv/joeys_coffee_cup. And thank you, The Sheik, for the 5 gift subs. The community high five. Can we get some love in chat for The Sheik? And for Cuboid, also, it really means a lot. Thank you all. Welcome to the sub club, those that have joined in. And then, of course, participant number 2, we have the one and only Cyborg. Cybex streams Monday through Friday, typically, and mornings and evenings, depending on the day. And you can find him doing a lot of heavily modded stuff. That's right, he does a lot of heavily modded stuff. You can go check him out sometime. Absolutely worth your while. And then, of course, number 3, we have the new competitor on the block, Nightmorphus. Nightmorphus is new to streaming, new to Cities in a Snap as a competitor, but you all might know him from the variety of streams he lives in. He lives in a variety of streams, including Kazjim, Taradra, and a bunch of others. You can find him everywhere in the Skylines community, and you know what? It's because he loves this community. And go check him out at twitch.tv/Nightmorphus. And then, of course, we have participant number 4, the one and only Kitty Claude. Our giveaway warden for Cities in a Snap is now in the fray as a competitor and pretty much making her first big-time stream debut. So we're wishing her the best because obviously all these competitors are excellent and we wish all of them good luck. Hey, y'all wonderful people in chat. What's up, Black and Red? What's up, Toady? What's up, 3Kev? What's up, Black and Red? What's up, Gratham? Hope you're doing well. The Sheik, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Sushi Cat Yum, yay kitty. So who's running giveaways? Kazjim is running giveaways. Word, friends, excited to see business go down today. Oh, it's always going down here. It is always going down. And we're going to go ahead and try to troubleshoot why those nameplates aren't showing up. I know that OBS is being just a little bit on the derpy side, so we're going to try and do this. Yep, it's just being derpy for some reason. That's okay. We accept derpiness. I'll go ahead and find a way around it. I love the announcement on here. It's like wrestling. Of course, Sushi Cat. Because we're hyped about Cities in a Snap. Because who says that city building can't be an esport? Only people that haven't seen this. That's who. There we go. Sorry, Cities in a Snap. Cashum was not paying attention to the time. You know, just detailer things. Yeah, I know, right? You're fine, Pyra. I'm just teasing ya. Word friends, indeed. Hi, Gratham, indeed. Cybex is working on a rail line. So exciting. Exactly. Now, keep in mind, this week's theme is nature reserves. Nature reserves are kind of interesting because a lot of people kind of ignore them in their city building, and it's very fascinating to me to be able to see these folks go forth and build them. I know I can't do one in that quick a time because nature reserves for me are a very slow burn project. For those that check out the weekly streams of me, Monday and Tuesday Skylines, Wednesday and Thursday Strategy Games at twitch.tv/CazGem. I spend a lot of time on my nature reserves. I normally start them 1 week and then they don't get finished for several more weeks because I find it very hard to conceptualize them. And that's what's also exciting for me because maybe I can get some ideas. I thought it was amusement. Oh, that's right. It's amusement parks, not nature reserves. I'm sorry. I got it wrong. Today is as amusement parks. I apologize. I meant to say that about amusement parks, not nature reserves. Again, amusement parks, not nature reserves. Amusement parks. Get it through my head, Kaz. Yeah, nature is the final. Who is on the bottom left? The bottom left is Nightmorphus. Nightmorphus. There we go, which you can't wait for. I know. Sorry I was saying nature reserve instead. And Sushi Cat with the gift sub to Gratham. Thank you so much, Sushi Cat, for the gift sub. And Gratham, enjoy the emotes, enjoy the special privileges in Discord. And of course, folks, I hope you are all enjoying this event. And remember, all of this goes back into the back end of helping support this event, all the dev time, all the design work that we put in to do these nice new overlays that OBS has managed to break, but it's always great. And Slim Gaming with the raiding party. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome into Cities in a Snap Amusement Parks Edition, where we are going to be building the best amusement parks we can in just 2 hours' time. And it's going to be absolutely marvelous. Welcome all. Welcome indeed. Inbound, the Slim Raid. Next week is the finals. That's right. Next week is the September finals. RSO for Slim Gaming indeed. And then remember, folks, 2 weeks from today, we are going to be working on something else. We're going to be having details in a snap. So detailers, hit me up if you haven't already. We've got the brackets slightly filled up. I would like to fill them out all the way for October. And that means you, detailers, if you want to participate in October 3rd's details in a snap, hit me up. It's going to be absolutely great. Has a finals name been revealed yet? Yes, it has. Tell us. Nature in a Snap. You can see it right there on the right of the screen. So Tarns 26, Nature in a Snap with Eclipse Chris, the week 2 winner of Kiki, backup of Taradra, and then whoever wins this week versus the reigning champion, Mr. Tommy. You got me in there? Yep, there we go. But I'll keep myself updated on Discord. Eclipse, do you want to be in there for details in the snap? If so, then I will get you in. Who does detailing in Skylines? I know, right? I was week 1 winner. Yep, you're week 1 winner. Of course. There we go. You playing in October? I'm so excited. Who else? There are a lot of people participating in October potentially. In fact, folks, we are going to be having an additional event. We'll be talking more about October's brackets here in a moment, though, because right now, I think it's about time we get some interviews underway. So let's go ahead and hop on in. And we're going to be chatting with the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only Joey's Coffee Cup. How are you doing, Joey? Doing pretty well. I miss seeing your beautiful face, though. What are you doing with your meteors? I love meteors, so I'm curious.
World style area that's been hit by meteors, and you know I love terraforming. And terraforming is key, and I've got to say thank you very much for putting me in a map that already had mountains. That's 30 minutes of my content gone right there. However, I'm going to build a massive mountain or terraform around my meteors and create like an enclosed space where we put in our theme park. So that's the plan. Whether it comes off or not, we'll have to see.
Right, now with that, so you've got a really good idea for the amusement park. Now, with park life in general, what are your thoughts on park life? Do you like the idea of amusement parks? Do you just like the parks in general? Is there another park that you wish you were building this week?
I like all the assets in the sort of the DLC. I just wish there was more to it. With a theme park, you've only got one main sort of attraction, haven't you? The roller coaster. I haven't got access to assets in the workshop and things, so I can't go hunting for more rides. So I've got to roll with what I've got. But if you put too many in, it can be pretty samey. That's the problem I find.
Right, that's pretty good. So now with your competition this week, you're obviously now a veteran of the competition. What do you think of your competition this week? You've got 2 newbies in the ring.
Wow. Kitty Claw's awesome, definitely awesome for the community. And who are you going to get to give out all your prizes if Kitty Claw's busy?
I've got to do it myself, actually. I'm really nervous about that. I haven't given away giveaways in a while. I mean, I got to try and remember how I do it. I'm not sure I do.
Just give them to the right people, eh? The winners, that's what I'm trying to say. Give them to
the winners? Okay, now the winners are the ones that bribe me the most, right?
Always.
Okay, that's what I thought, but Kitty Claude said something fair drawings, something, I don't know.
Night Morphus, I've not seen Night Morphus before. I know I've seen him in different chats all over the place and things like that, so that should be good to see what it is. And Cybex is what, hashtag vote Cybex? He's definitely got that on his screen somewhere.
I mean, he probably
No
does.
doubt.
I mean, that's all he's all about. He's all about that vote for Cybex there.
I know. It's his saying. Let's hashtag vote Cybex. Vote for whoever you think done best.
Exactly. Now, and also, so are you feeling a little bit better this time? Because I know that last time you came in and you stole the show, but are you feeling perhaps more confident now that this is your second run?
Well, if you don't count the final, this is my third run. So I've had
wait, that's right. This is your third run, isn't it?
Console versus console, and then I was in the final against PC, which was harder than I thought it was going to be. And then now we're doing the same thing, but a little bit different. And I'm more happy, I'm more confident with this one because it's not snow, and it's not ski slopes.
Do you have something against snow there?
It's just building ski slopes. That's sort of all I could really think of. And this I
to
can
be
do
fair,
something
your
else.
ski slopes were absolutely legendary, so let's just get that out of the way.
Aye. Oh, thanks for the compliment.
Anytime. And of course, folks, this is twitch.tv/Joey's Coffee Cup. We're going to leave it there, though, and we will be checking in with you a little later on.
All right, take it easy, chat. Take it easy, chat. Take it easy, Kaz. Auf Wiedersehen.
All right, and up next we have the one and only Cyborg, Cybex. What's up, Cybex?
How are we doing, my friend?
Good. Oh my goodness, your volume went down from earlier. Hang on, let me boost you. There we go. All right, you should be fine now.
How's it going? How's everybody else doing? What are they building? Can you give me any tips here?
They are all building spaceports.
Oh, nice. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyways, so, how are you doing this week? You're obviously one of the more seasoned Cities and Snap vets at this point. You've got some new competition, some old competition. What do you think of your competition this week?
Man, I'm so hyped. Honestly, like, I'm having a blast. I love all the people that are competing today. Night Morphus is epic piece of the community. Kitty Claude is as well. We all know that, and Joey, of course, coming at us. More recently, now already, I guess, his second or third time in the competition. So I'm not taking I haven't won since the first time I was in it. So I'm not taking the fact that I'm a seasoned veteran for granted by any means.
You know, that is true. I mean, you are a seasoned veteran, but you tend to. How many finals have you participated in? I don't remember.
Just the first. Just my first one.
That's right, because you came in and stole the show.
Yeah.
You know what? That's fine, though. I mean, you've done really great. So do you have any strategies or plans? What do you think of the theme this week?
So, yeah, my goal, it's a pretty, I hope I'm not giving too much away with it, but my goal is to build the most amazing theme park, and I think I'm going to do a good job of it.
Really? And any particular, any details for that?
None at all. You just have to kind of wait and see, but I am trying to build in a lot of the greatest things. Here's, I guess, the way of putting it. I'm trying to build in some of the greatest things of any theme park I've been to, at least.
Awesome. Well, that sounds really great. Now, we're going to go ahead and get out of your way so you can get building and hopefully move on to your second final. I bet that's your goal. But, of course, folks, go check out twitch.tv/Cybex streams, see if he's the cyborg streamer for you, and we'll be checking in with you around the halfway point. How's that sound?
Sounds good, friend. Good luck to everybody else. Make sure you send my best wishes to them, and have fun, chat.
Awesome. And we're going to moving into number 3, Night Morphus.
Hello
the
there.
one and only. Hi. So, how are you feeling?
pretty scared, I must admit.
Yeah, because I mean, so you had a quick turnaround. So obviously we had someone that did not show for us today, but you literally just told me, yeah, and let me know if you need anyone to step in. And I was like, well, I happen to need someone to step in. It looks like.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Kaz, I can play Skylines, and you. Yeah, okay. I need one 10 minutes from now. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, I gave you a little bit of warning of there's a 50% chance I'll need you. So
That's
either
also
way,
true.
So this is your first season, Snap. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about how you play cities? Because you're new to the competition, you're new to streaming even. So what can we expect to see from you?
Oh, not very much, must admit, probably. But yeah, something not very stylish, not too much things around the city, but a pretty nice city with some stuff here and there. Mostly European, if I can do it. Because yeah, as I'm Italian, it's more simple to me. Create something mostly European style.
Right, so is there something that is unique to European-style amusement parks that we wouldn't find, say, in the Americas or in Asian areas or the Pacific area?
No, or at least I didn't find it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I went to a lot of Luna parks and similar, searched some kind of parks that I didn't find on Steam, so yeah, I would do without them.
Right, that's fair. So now your competition this week, I mean, these are all people that you have actively, been friends with and, viewed and all that. So how do you feel against your competition here being your first time in?
If you're being left behind in today's society,
Left
behind a lot back then too.
It's fine. Well, fine. I mean, it's pretty nice. It's quite complicated also because, yeah, I know the other guys more or less how they play, and yeah, obviously they are way better than me, probably.
Well, you know what? You can't count yourself out too early. Now, the
That's
last
so
bit
true.
here I want to go ahead and ask you is, so of all the parks, which one do you like most? Are amusement parks your favorite, or is there another park that you enjoy building that you wish you were building today instead?
I admit that. Sorry, I admit that I like amusement parks, so it's not that problem for me.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, hey, to each their own on that. Me personally, I know that I like all the parks probably equally. Nature reserves are the ones I ignore the most, but hey, that's why it's the final, so I have to pay the most attention to it. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get out of your
It's the
hair.
same for me.
You've got a lot of building to do, and we'll be checking in with you in just about an hour or so for the midpoint interviews.
Hey.
All right, and peace out, folks. Again, this is twitch.tv/Nightmorphus, a moderator and helper on Cities and Snap and streaming pretty much for the first time this week. All right, peace out, friend.
Bye.
And that leaves us with the one and only Kitty Claude.
Oh, Kaz, hey.
Wow, what's up? You're on the wrong side of the camera this time.
Yeah, I know, right? Usually I do the giveaways, so it's interesting being on this side of things today.
Yeah, it definitely is. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about, because you're not new to the community, but you're definitely newer to streaming, and I'd like to go ahead and just let you take this moment. What can we expect to see from you as a builder overall?
As a builder, I build very slowly. I'm not a speed builder. I tend to do more small towns than big cities. I've lived in a lot of small towns. I grew up in a small town. It's what I'm more comfortable with. And I live in a small city. Like, I don't live in a big city where there's like a bunch of high rises. I mean, there are, but like in one section, right? So that's what I know. That's what I build. And I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. But today I'm not, because today I'm actually doing a inspiration from a tourist trap in Wisconsin that's a small town. That has a series of amusement parks. Instead of just one big park, they just have like a street lined up with like golf courses, like the mini golf courses, water parks, and things like that. So
Oh,
that
nice.
is what so that's where I'm taking my inspiration from today.
Nice. I've been to a town like that. Branson, Missouri was near where I grew
okay.
up, and that's very much like that. So I'll be very interested to see this, and I'll be able to take a nice critical eye towards it. So one other thing here before I let you go is, what do you think of your competition today?
Well, I mean, let's face it, it's very tough. I don't know if Nightmorphus has been in before. I honestly don't remember, but I know Cybex. I know his plan. I know him very well, because we're friends, and we talk all the time. And and then there's Joey, and I'm good friends with him too. And I know what they can do. I know what Joey can do on the console. It's flipping amazing.
It really is. It's
Yeah.
absolutely jaw dropping. I mean,
Yeah.
I've even joked with him, but it's not even a joke. Every time I watch him, it just makes me big sad because it's like I can't do these things, and I'm on
I
PC.
know. Right? And then like one time I'm on a stream, and like he's playing, because he plays with a controller, he just flips it behind his head and just plays it with the controller behind his head. I'm like, really, guy? Now you're just flexing here. But that's Joey, so.
Hashtag flexing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And that's Joey for you, just with the hashtag
Yes.
flex. But
Yeah.
anyways, so, and I do want to thank you, of course, because you offered to drop in because we had someone that had to drop earlier in the month due to issues that came up in real life, and you're just like, you know what, Kaz, I want to come in next month, but you know what, put me in for this month to film for this
Yes.
guy. And that was
Oh.
really great of you. Thank you so much for doing that. And
Oh,
of
you're
course, we're
welcome.
expecting to see you next month at some point for, small towns and all that, aren't we?
Yeah, and the breast cancer stream. The breast
And the
cancer
breast
awareness
cancer
series.
awareness stream. That's right. We'll be talking more about that later in the stream.
Yeah.
And actually,
Okay,
would you
cool.
mind if I popped in before the midpoint interviews to chat with you about that?
No, that's no problem.
Awesome. So we'll plan on doing that. But in the meantime, you've got a lot of building to do. I'll get out of your
I
hair.
do.
And best of luck, Kitty Claude.
Okay, thanks, Kaz.
And folks, again, this is
Bye.
twitch.tv/Kitty Claude. All right, and now we have our nameplates back. Just refreshing things a third time seems to have worked. I don't know. Sometimes refreshing works things. Okay, we'll kick our butt next week, probably. Chat, look at what's up, but I looked around in Google Maps. I'd have liked to, though. Nice. There we go. Thank you for a follow there, Wildman. Really means a lot. I was wondering if someone would go a bit more stylish and build a Universal Studios theme park style, like integrate the entire city as part of the amusement park. Maybe. I've seen some people do that, and obviously it's too early to tell if people are trying to do that or not. Because Kitty will win the finals. I mean, maybe. There we go. Woo! Twitch derp. What? Turn it off. Turn it back on. Answer to everything. Obviously. No, all I did was refresh it. The first refresh didn't work. Second refresh did. I don't really have an answer why, but hey, that's a thing. It's working now. And that's all that matters, is that things are working in some way or fashion. But we're going to go ahead and probably get set up for the next round of interviews in a little bit, but right now I want to go ahead and rattle off some announcements for you guys. That's right, we've got some announcements as per usual. And these announcements start with, we are doing a breast cancer awareness stream. We don't know the exact date. That will be announced probably by Monday, knock on wood. We'll be doing a special breast cancer awareness stream. It'll be on a Sunday, not on the usual Cities in the Snap day. So it'll be on a Sunday in October. So be sure to keep an ear open for that. It'll be the same time though, just it'll be on Sunday instead of Saturday for the breast cancer awareness stream. And I can't wait to see you all there for that. We've got some lovely ladies gearing up to compete, and we will again have more announcements about that on Monday. Next announcement, we are still looking for participants for Details in a Snap. If you haven't hit me up already for the separate bracket of Details in a Snap, again, completely separate of the main bracket, be sure to hit me up because I would love to get a couple more detailers in there because we've got some great plans for you guys, but I don't want to announce them until we have the bracket set. And of course, we have several participants lined up for the Small Towns edition of Cities in a Snap, and also we are going to be opening up a poll in the Discord soon to get some feedback on what you guys think you would like to see, because right now we actually have a good amount of participants, but we are curious what you guys would like to see as far as whenever we have a lot of participants. Would you guys like to see more events? Would you like to see us do kind of two separate brackets? What do you guys want to see? It's going to be up to you, and of course the feedback is available in chat as well, although Discord will be the place that you want to put things in a more permanent meaning. Mikaz, yes, Eclipse, I have you in. I have you in now. Remember, we want you. Come help out, follow, bring a friend, grow this wonderful community, indeed. When is the next Details in a Snap? October 3rd. Is Details in a Snap also only 2 hours? It is only 2 hours, but again, people can do a lot in 2 hours. We have seen people amaze us with Details in a Snap in 2 hours, and so we're going to keep the 2-hour format for Details in a Snap. There we go. Sorry I didn't do that yet. There we go. Hey, how do you find our Discord? Type Discord in chat. That's right. Last Details was epic. It really was absolutely epic. And I can't wait to repeat that because it was such a marvelous event. And because, again, detailers are sometimes very unappreciated by our community. And I've had enough of that. They need more attention because they do things that just absolutely wow me. But speaking of things that wow me, let's go ahead and check in again on some of the participants. Because right now, it looks like one of the interesting things we have here is Joey working on what looks like maybe a giant taxi system to get people into the amusement park. I can't quite tell what he's going for here. It does kind of look like he's just going for a straight up, just like kind of taxi bay for everything, but I'm not quite sure what he's trying to do with it. Maybe this is going to be the front of his amusement park. It looks like it is based on that Chirpy Land right there. And I like that because that's something that a lot of people forget in this game is that in real life, if you have an amusement park, you've got parking lots as far as the eye can see. And you know what? It's going to be absolutely great if we can try and replicate that in Skylines. Because again, we don't have parking lots. So you have to find clever things like what Joey's doing here in order to create that vibe. It was windswept. It's true. There we go. And there's the Discord. So, you know, if Kitty Claw was here, the giveaway would be started by now. Oh my goodness, that's right. Let's go ahead and get a giveaway started, folks. Let me go ahead and pull up Stream Elements there so we can get the giveaways rolling. I do apologize on the delay of that. We normally have a person for that, but she's just playing hooky or something? I don't know. She's just not here. Dawn Lane, we're going to have to track her down for not showing up for work, obviously. All right. Oh, and speaking of things like that, we are actually looking for a little extra help. We are going to be looking for help, and there will be an announcement after the event today. So immediately after, there's going to be an announcement in the Discord with a link to an application form for, it's just a general application, but it's actually going to be for a merchandise designer. We are looking for a merchandise designer, and this is going to be something that we are going to be looking for, and this is something that will kind of go long burn, and if it's something that you're interested in, I would love to have you guys apply for it. And this will be someone who sits there and designs some Cities and Snap merchandise, because honestly, I'm not great at designing merchandise, and you know, Kaz Wife does a pretty good job of it, but she's also busy with classes and all that, so we're looking for someone to help out with that. So if you're interested, or you know a friend that is, be sure to hit us up. We're going to be setting up an application for that will again go live as soon as the event is over today. Parking lots, ew. OMG, Joey is trying to get taxis to work. To be fair, you can get taxis to work. It's all about location. If you can place them in a location that makes sense and funnel your Sims into a system where they want to use the taxis, then you can get them to work. But again, it's kind of difficult to do because you also have to keep in mind it does compete with mass transit. So if you have great availability of taxis at your airport and at your amusement park, but you also have, you have mass transit and taxis side by side, they're going to be split between those, and they're going to prefer the public transport because it'll be more readily available. So you have to find strategic ways to make sure it's used. We love to have people to help. Just let us know you want to help on our Discord. Just type Discord in chat. Luca, can you just enter that in the Discord? I appreciate it. We're down a mod today. It's true. Consider me available to be a participant or a reserve. Yay! There we go. We're always our participants. Indeed. There we go. Understandable indeed. There we go. We are short a couple moderators today, but you know what? That's perfectly fine because we have excellent moderators around here. Let me go ahead and get this giveaway set up, though. And this one's going to be for Park Live DLC, of course. We've got to give that one to everyone. And this is going to be available immediately on any platform. That's right, any platform, folks. And we're going to go ahead and make that available starting right now. So go ahead and enter for an opportunity to win Park Life, any platform. This is courtesy of the Cities in a Snap event. Be sure to use !ticket to enter today. Well, once Kaz announced it, and we will type enter. Yes. No one co-hosting? Nope, Pelps. We haven't really been having co-hosts lately. I've been trying to bring in a co-host or two for things such as the finals, but we haven't been doing it on a weekly basis. Because again, getting 5 people into one place, hard enough. 6, yikes. There we go. Is Joey making swimming pools? No, Joey's making meteors, apparently. He's making lots of craters. And Cybex over here working with his interchange, and he's also doing something that he has totally stolen from me very happily, and I'm glad that he did, because he joked about stealing this from me, but honestly, it's just a good trick. I don't even consider it stealing an idea, but just using these billboards that also act as power pylons to transfer power around your city. Because first of all, it's something that city skylines highways lack a lot, all of these billboards. And second of all, being able to add them in like this is just legendary, and they add electricity too, not add. They help transfer electricity, and that is huge once you get to a large city, because then you can have redundant stuff, and you don't even have to have dedicated power lines. It's absolutely epic. Well, technically, the co-host pass is competing. It's true. There we go. OMG, he's always on the phone. I know, right? He is always on the phone. Nightmorphus got raided. I'm sure he did. There we go. And now that we're on to Nightmorphus, let's check out the one and only Nightmorphus, and let's see what he is up to. He is building up a little bit of an industries area, and that's always a good thing to see. Now, I do wonder what the strategy is here, trying to build up your industries while you're trying to focus on parks. Now, it's entirely possible that he's just trying to build up a good baseline city and then move into building the park, but again, can't quite tell. Definitely can't quite tell yet, but that will come later, I hope. What do you guys think? What is Nightmorphus' strategy here? Should you already be working on the park, or is he doing what you consider to be the right thing in this case? Because again, I think it could go definitely either way. There we go, and then that should be good to go. Alright, and now, let's go ahead and check out the fourth competitor, Kitty Claude. Kitty Claude is doing pretty well here, and I'm definitely enjoying what I see here. The one thing that I think is probably a little odd is that she's building her city a little bit further apart than the rest. Now, being that she's in a small town, she's probably used to having to travel these longer roads. That is going to be an interesting build. It does definitely set it apart from the others. And I do like the fact that she's using tram roads here, because I believe that tram roads are going to be an excellent option here, because again, they have a nice feeling, they have a nice history to them, and I think they can look really nice. We say Move It is cheating, Demand Master is cheating. Yeah, Demand Master is super cheating. I think that not using Demand Master is a good thing, as Joey can't use it either. He has gained the baseline say, and then we'll do the park. Probably. There we go. It looks like he may be lacking Demand Master. Possibly. But you know what? Again, you can do it with or without Demand Master. And again, I know I hear the concerns from people, Palpatine and others, that, hey, Joey is unable to use... he's unable to use RCI Demand Master, which is pretty much a staple for a lot of people. And yeah, he is going to lose some population points potentially, but again, with the level of skill he brings, I don't think it's going to affect him that much. I really don't, because keep in mind, population is just one of many categories, and we can't sit there and alter the rubric weekly based on, oh, this person is console, all that, because that makes it unfair to those that are just in the mainline competition. And he did know that he was entering the mainline competition, so again, we can't really do much on that. I don't say yes, with real-time mod, risk shows the gain down considerably and still got cities and CIS largest Taraja most days. Exactly! There we go. I add those small fenced box transformers and hide them with trees to get my electricity across difficult terrain. That's another good strategy. So folks, what are your strategies for running parks in this game? I feel like there are a lot of good strategies, definitely a lot, but again, it's all up to what the individual wants to do. So let's go ahead and announce we've got 90 minutes remain. There we go. Why didn't that go through? I think Twitch is just being glitchy. Oh, it went through. It just took like an extra second there. Cybex has interesting layouts. Cybex does have interesting layouts, except the one thing I will say is it looks like he's possibly, now again, I say possibly, it looks like he's possibly trying to box himself in between the water source and the highway, and while that can look really good, it does limit you. So if you want to grow your city, it makes it a little bit more difficult because you're in a corridor instead of a pod like the others. So I am a little worried about him in that sense, but I'm pretty confident he knows what he's getting into there. He has to have a strategy. He is the almighty cyborg after all. Do you just do copy-paste? Yeah, you can do copy-paste. That's not against the rules. The only thing that is against the rules is using the import tool. There we go. That is the only thing that is against the rules. Everything else in Move It is 100% clear and free to fly. And 1 second, I have a moment here, and it looks like we have another participant for Details in a Snap on October 3rd. Nice! Very nice. That is always great to see. I love seeing more participants line up like that. There we go. Do you just do copy paste? Maybe. There we go. And I do think, again, so what do you think, folks? What strategy do we like? Do we think that the parks are going to turn out well? Or do we think that the parks will fall flat? I think they're going to turn out pretty well. I'm very excited about what I see thus far. But again, it's all about trying to make sure that everything is able to, I guess, synergize with the city. Because again, a good standalone park is fine, but you have to have the city to back it up. Because we've had people win the theme category and just have no city to back it up and end up losing as a result. And that's what makes it so interesting. Keyboard likes this. It's true. How you doing, Q? There we go. Isn't Kiki in the finals as well? He is not in the overlay. He is in the finals. I've been very busy this week, so I've been unable to fix the overlays for this next week. I do apologize. I will be back on that here soon. It's just been a little bit crazy here because I have been making leaps and bounds on the Polyphony chatbot that helps manage this event as well as my personal stream and dozens of others. So yeah, I've been making leaps and bounds over there. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to spend that little bit of extra time editing a text list. There we go. Cuboid, I swear I've read that name somewhere. I know, right? Yeah, Toady, I too. Can't remember where, though. If I enter, I could make my own version move with a new feature. I'll call it Load from XML, and it definitely won't just be Import Renamed. And Josh with the gift sub to Luca. High five, Josh. Thank you so much for helping support the community. Luca, enjoy being a sub. And of course, folks, remember that your support helps make this community event continue week after week. Thank you so much for your support. Boy, never heard of him, never will. Probably Kaz. What's the best way to earn money from the time you first start your city? Would it be industry, specialized industries? Probably industry, specialized industries, though a lot of people swear by parks, and rightfully so. I think that a combination of having a good commuter park, having a college that is the only university in town that brings in crap tons of money, and then having a good specialized industry or two are a way to make sure you basically have infinite money. There we go. Josh, OMG, I meant to say 316. No, you're fine. You're fine. There we go. General industry first. General industry first most of the time, unless you have something really good nearby. Like, for instance, if you have a good, plot of farmland, you can turn that into a really quick profit very fast. So again, that's something that you do have to consider. But again, you have to build up to that because you don't get farms until, I want to say, the second population milestone. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it is the second milestone. Oh, yeah, I meant 316. They wait, what? Wait, what'd you do? Josh 316. Wait, what do you mean? Nice. Meant 316. Wait, I'm so confused what you're saying there, AJ. Do you want to clear up what you're saying for me? Yep, there we go. All right, and now let's go ahead and check out. I'm very curious what's happening down here on Cybex's. So let's go ahead and check him out. And Eclipse with the sub tier 1. At month's Lucky Sevens ready to go into the final, so stop Mr. Tommy and his trails. Get it? Yep. Stop him in his trails. And you waited for that, didn't you? Can we get some love and chat for the newest returning member of the Season Snap Sub Club? Ah, there we go. This is magnificent. I do love what I'm seeing here from Cybex. Now, the first thing I am seeing that, again, is really drawing my eye is the fact that he has that monorail station over there. Now, that could be a great way to pull people in from the city. It could be a great way to pull people in from the area. It could also be a great way to theoretically pull in from a whole region, or even just pull them from a nearby parking lot. There are a lot of different options with this, and I do hope he manages to figure out what he wants to do with that, because as of right now, not quite there, but I think he could get there very quickly. Hey, for the resub and keep the community growing, keep it going strong. Well, if I have a strong resource area like oil or rich land, when I earn money from exports, you need to wait till you have a solid industries baseline before you get into the big boys such as oil and ore, because oil and ore take time to earn money and they are very expensive to set up. That's something you have to keep in mind. Chris doesn't remember the June finals anymore. It's true. I accidentally referred to the iconic legendary Josh 316 as Josh 216 by accident. I have sinned. Please forgive me. The 2 and 3 are too close for my fat fingers. Oh, Adventures of AJ. We will forgive you if you go outside and give us 5 laps. I blame the pizza in my hand. Okay, make it 6 laps. You can't blame pizza. Never blame pizza. I subbed for 6 months. He's a discount at the moment. It's true. Right, going to jump off now. Pizza's on its way. Slim, have a good pizza. High five. I hope you'll share it with me. Just stick it right in your disc tray and then close the disc tray. And I should receive it in my disc tray afterwards. I believe that's how these things work. There we go. 6 laps. So many. I know, right, AJ? That is unfair. I know, right? There we go. AJ, I'll forgive you if your pizza's pineapple on it. No! Nope. All mine. What Q said. Never blaming pizza as an ideology I can agree with. Exactly. Beer back. AJ. Pizza, I'm hungry now. Me too! We should get some pizza party hype going. But speaking of which, remember, folks, we're going to be having a party next month. That's right. We're having our regular 4-event bracket for for Small Towns in a Snap. We've got Details in a Snap happening on October 3rd. And of course, we have several other magnificent things, such as the Breast Cancer Awareness event, and possibly another bonus event. We've had a lot of participants interested. And again, I want to emphasize, if you are interested in participating and you aren't in the Discord, get in the Discord. That is our primary means of communication with you. And that is very important. There we go. 6 US laps is only 1 lap in Europe, AJ, because we're metric. Wait, what? That's not how it works at all. If he reads that out, I swear. Wait, what? No pineapple on pizza. Wait, what do you do? Be right back. Have fun. No, I'm not reading that. Are you playing bingo with us? Type bingo to get your card. That's right, folks. And let me know if your bingo cards are filling out nicely. Discord is very important. It's true. I remember the Pizza in a Snap CS episode where 3 contestants made pizza cities. Oh my goodness, the Green Cities Challenge. That was hilarious. That was honestly one of the best events ever just because the meme of it. The absolute meme of it. But folks, we're going to go ahead and bring in someone who knows what they're doing. We're going to try and bring in Mr. Tommy here in a couple minutes. Now, Mr. Tommy is the current reigning champion of Cities in a Snap, so he probably knows what he's doing, and he is 1 win away from being the longest running champion on the event. That's right. He is in pretty stiff competition now. But let's go ahead and bring him in, see what he has to say about parks and whatnot. Mr. Tommy, are you there? Can you hear me? I don't believe he can hear me, folks.
I can hear you, but I was muted.
Oh, you were muted. Okay, even better.
Yeah.
So, I was, he just didn't want to talk to us, folks. But, so, what do you think of this week's theme, amusement parks?
I haven't really used amusement park myself as well, so I'm not too sad about it being this week instead of next week. But I do like the theme park itself, and you can do a lot of things with it. So, yeah, it comes to originality to see, what they will make out of it. But I like what Joey's doing so far with the meteors. Looks really great.
Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta have meteors. All good cities need meteors.
Yeah, correct. And the Eiffel Tower, if I check Cybex right now.
Yeah, you need meteors, you need the Eiffel Tower. What else do they need? Do they need the, do you need the Great Wall of China as well, probably?
Now we need a Kitty Claude, and she's here, so that's all going to be fine.
Okay, well, you know what? That's a good substitute. That's an absolutely good substitute. Now, what do you think of Kitty Claude's idea? She's going kind of for a, I guess, kind of a city-wise amusement parks area instead of one dedicated large amusement park. Now, for me, that reminds me of a city in my home area, Branson, Missouri, that has just lots and lots of small amusement parks. It has a few larger ones, but it's a bunch of micro ones. So, do you think that that's an interesting strategy for this event?
Well, I like the idea getting your city integrated in the theme, and when you build an amusement park more spread around your city, you can get your city to connect with the theme, with the theme park, or the what's it called again? Yeah, the theme park. That's it. So I like her idea. I really like it. But once again, 2 hours is a very short time. So.
It is, especially for such an idea that seems so hard to execute, because again, you have to make it all feel fluid and integrated, but you also have to make it seem, in my opinion, a little bit haphazard, because a lot of the smaller ones, and I think that's potentially harder, they build kind of on top of each other. So you might have like a go-kart track, and then, not even 20 feet to its left, you've got a mini golf course, and then you've got like a sizable water park, and then you've got a different go-kart track that's made out of wood instead of metal. It's nuts, like how hodgepodge these places can seem. Have you ever seen a place like that in real life?
Well, are those kind of theme parks common in the United States? Or-
Not really. Not
Okay,
really. Like,
okay.
it's because, again, it's not really one theme park. It's more just a series of micro theme parks all thrown together.
Okay, well, as some of you might know, I'm from the Netherlands, and we do have one bigger theme park. But that's just one big theme park, and that's about it. It has all kinds of different stories, but not like the way you told us before. I haven't seen that before yet, but I like the idea. But then again, I haven't seen it before, so it will be new for me today to see how it will look in the game, but maybe also in the future, in real life, who knows. But great idea.
Nice. So now next week is nature reserves. Now, is that something that you're looking forward to? Because again, I mean, you're on track to become the longest reigning champion of Cities in a Snap by pure accident. But I mean, is that something that you think is going to work out? Do you think you're going to be able to take it? Because you got some pretty stiff competition coming up.
Yeah, true. Chris and Kiggy, two amazing City Skylines players who I really look up to, always did and still do. Well, nature reserves or the Park Life DLC itself is not something that I've used that often. I can remember using it in the first Cities in the Snap, I believe, but just a little heart shaped, which looked a little bit different before I made it a heart shape. But besides that, I haven't really used this DLC that often.
Which is shocking because you're very much a detailer, and a lot of detailers are absolutely in love with the DLC. Is there a reason why you don't use it?
Well, I don't think I'm that much of a detailer, more of a how do some people call it? They had a specific name I can't really remember, but I'm not sure. To be honest, I haven't really played that many hours yet. I got about 400 hours, I believe, right now, and I did not get a lot of DLCs before the 200-hour mark. So maybe that's why I haven't gotten to this DLC yet. But it has some great potential, so I might have to use it more often, but haven't really gotten to
People
it
in chat
yet.
are asking, are you more of a decorator or a beautifier? Because I would count you as kind of a macro detailer if I were to describe you. You're very much a macro detailer. You're focused on kind of the macro details. You have typically one or two focal points that you put a lot of time and effort into, and those become your centers of your city, and they turn out really well.
Yeah.
So is that something that you would say is a bit more accurate if I were to classify it?
Yeah, that's correct. When I'm streaming, I try to do some more detailing, but when I'm participating in Cities in the Snap, of course, there's no time for that. So it's more decorating. Chris says beautifier, something like that, yeah. But yeah, we try to make something nice every time that we participate. So
Yeah, definitely. Now, and something that's interesting here, because we're talking about detailing, and we just saw Morphus go out of his way to delete a small section of those trees and put in a different bunch of trees. That's something that's so small but so meaningful, because, yeah, having all those trees being unified around that church would make sense initially, but if it's a bit more lived in, it's been there a while, it's obvious that some of the trees would have died, they would have been replaced over time, and that's just such a small and meaningful detail. Do you think that those details are good to focus on this season, Snap, or do you feel like time is better spent elsewhere?
Well, for me, when it's in the end and I'm going for my vote, I look at the theme, I look at what they did to the theme, but also how they incorporated their city with that theme. So everyone can build a huge city with huge number of people, but I like to see those little extra points also in the city. So that's what I always look for when I am submitting my vote. So I like those little things that you just said, like adding some different trees, doing something different, making it look more realistic. Yeah, that's for me. That's something I am looking for, but maybe someone else is not into that, but yeah, I like it. And fire.
Right.
Oh, I got it on my bingo card. Fire. So.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you got to mark your bingo cards, folks. I mean,
Yeah,
that's really why we're all here. We're not here for season snap. We're here for bingo. Let's be
Correct.
honest. But something else, because again, I've asked you this every week, so I'll ask you this time. Who do you think you'd be most, I guess, intimidated by if they were to be in the finals out of this group?
Whew. That's a very tough question every single time. I have absolutely no clue yet. Of course, I've played with Joey's Coffee Cup before in the finals last month, sorry, and he did an amazing job. What he does on a console, it's incredible. I sometimes cannot even do that on a PC with all the mods and assets that I have.
So I'm not the only one that sees him and then just feels worse
no.
about themselves afterwards.
No, I think a lot of people actually do. And
I just sit there and it's like, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why do I even try? Should I uninstall at this point?
Yeah, correct. But I haven't really seen Nightmorphous a lot. I don't think he streams often. I'm not sure.
He actually just started streaming this week.
Okay.
He is someone who he posts a lot of pictures in a couple of our Discords, the Kaz Discord. I think he posts in Taraja's Discord sometimes. But you can see him posting things that he does. He does like those details. He often has great ideas. He has a great eye for assets too. Like he knows where to find the right assets and he knows how to shop for them. And he has been playing this game as a super PDX fan for basically since it was available, so he is very into it, and he is just starting to stream kind of for fun, and also because he wanted to test out his chops with Cities and Snap, because this really is kind of becoming a proving ground at this point of, I wonder how I compare it to everyone else, so might as well, right?
Yeah, as well. Yeah, really. It's the same for me. I started streaming just for Citizen Snap, or I did a few times, but it's nice to see new people, that's maybe not the correct word, but people who would normally not stream or participate are participating right now. And maybe he saw all of us play, maybe he has all those tricks that we have not seen yet prepared for today, or maybe for the final. So he could definitely be a very tough opponent for Kiggy, Chris and I in the finals as well. Same for Cybex, the veteran of Citizen and Snap, probably. Amazing guy, amazing City Skylines player. Can't wait what he has up his sleeve today. I'm sure he has something great for us in the end. And I haven't seen him a lot lately. I thought he was maybe with a family, maybe a few days, I'm not sure. But he's placing invisible paths across his paths. Okay, nice. Can't wait to see why he's doing it.
Yeah,
And,
I'm trying to figure that out too. Like I'm sitting here looking because it's one of those things that he frequently up and he's on the phone again. That needs to be on the bingo card forever. I'm thinking about making participant specific bingo tiles, but that if I could, that would be one of the first ones. Cybex is on the phone again. But something here that I do like, but is potentially damaging, is I've noticed that some of his nodes are connecting and some of them aren't. Now, I have to wonder, is it intentional or not? Because I've seen Cybex do that before where it's been a bit more of a mistake, but here's hoping that's not a mistake in this case. Do you think it's a mistake, or do you think he's doing it intentionally?
I didn't see it yet, but so I'm not sure at what point he did it, or
it was a few minutes ago, right before he switched to the new tool.
Okay. Well, it could be because obviously he's using the invisible path. So the invisible path is the path for the pedestrians to walk. So I think it doesn't really matter that his other path is not connected, because people will just walk across the invisible path, right?
Right, and so again, I don't think it should become too big of a deal, but it does sometimes cause some of those weird glitchy Skylines transfer issues where they won't move from one network to the other, and that's something that I'm a little worried about, but I know that he's had this strategy in mind for a while, so I have to imagine that he knows what he's doing with it. In fact, I'm pretty sure I know what he's doing. Someone mentioned, doing like a city as the thing, like a Universal Studios type thing. I think that might be what he's going for here, because this way he can get his own buildings. on your park area, because it's either that or you go with procedural objects, and in a 2-hour competition you probably wouldn't want to trust procedural objects to build an entire subset of your city. Just my personal opinion. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, Mr. Tommy. You are an absolute legend. Thank you so much for the insight, and best of luck. And obviously, if I don't talk to you before, then good luck in the finals next week.
Thanks. I'll definitely need it. To great guys, Kiggy, Chris. Can't wait to participate next week. I have to practice a little bit more, but
you do. But you know what? Practicing is just par for the course now. So it's just like, I mean, hey, when's your practice hours? You got to squeeze those in. Oh, Joey's coffee cup is having the weird little doubled up thing again.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyways, peace out, man.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, folks, so we're nearing the halfway point, and we have 4 very unique interpretations. It looks like Joey's coffee cup is going for something that's very integrated into a little set of craters that have formed outside of his main city. Then you got Cybex, who it looks like is going to be doing kind of the Universal Studios, maybe Disney World type route, where you have kind of a whole city that is part of the amusement park, and I like that idea a lot. I'm really liking the idea. And of course, we have Nightmorphus, who we haven't seen his park proper yet, but his core city is starting to look beautiful. He's got some great details coming in, and I can't wait to see what his actual amusement park looks like. And then, of course, Kitty Claude with the kind of spread out small town vibes of an amusement park. So again, 4 very wildly different builds thus far. What do we think so far, folks? Who do you think has the most interesting idea so far? Big hugs, everyone. What's up there, Brainless? Hope you're doing well. Hey guys, make sure to join the Discord for new updates. For example, a teaser for next week's graphics. Go check them out. Yay! There we go. Enter. There we go. And we'll be going ahead and closing that giveaway here in just a moment. There we go. We're going to go ahead and give you guys 60 seconds. Roughly. I always love Joey's work. Today's own session. So, Toady, are you also in that club of watching Joey and hating that we aren't as good as him whenever we play on PC? Like... I feel like I can't be alone there. I really can't be alone. There we go. All right, and the giveaways are now closing. Let's go ahead and get that giveaway drawn. And let's close and draw winner. And the winner is Peter J! Congratulations, Peter J. Be sure to message me on Discord, and we will go ahead and get that settled. And remember, folks, you can always catch my personal CazGem streams at twitch.tv/CazGem, Monday through Thursday, City Skylines on Monday, Tuesday, and of course, some strategy games and whatnot on Wednesday, Thursday. Go check them out sometime. There we go, poor Kaz. What do you mean, poor Kaz? There we go, need coffee. Yay! Congrats to Peter J. Flood, mark it off, guys. Oh my goodness, how far are we on the bingo cards? Is anyone even close to a bingo now? I feel like we've had a lot of bingos happen, or a lot of bingo moments happen, rather. There we go, and now what's interesting here, and this is something I do want to talk about, is this pod idea. So, I talk about pods a lot whenever I talk about zoos and amusement parks and whatnot, and what we're seeing here from Joey is he's making these pods where, like, you have the Ferris wheel in one, you have the bumper cars in another, you have the roller coaster and the big drop on separate ones, and he's turning them all into their own little segments of the park, and he's also making it to where you can have all this beautiful landscaping between all of them with the rims of the meteor craters. Now, I think that's absolutely great because, again, that's one way to both make it more realistic, because you don't have a whole lot of parks, at least not in my area of the country of the United States, whenever you just see everything all in one glob. You normally have some terrain work and all that for the more beautiful parks, but in this case it's also a measure of he's trying to, I guess, spread it, not just spread it out, but he's also trying to add natural beautification. And if you have those walls, they can actually look artificial, and having artificial walls will look so good, I think. Floody Flood, 1 for the card. Chris, CIS is PG, mind. Can't wait to what? Is Cybex designing a hand fan design? Maybe. Absolutely maybe. Type Discord. Mention... No, I'm not going to mention it, Palps. I'm not going to mention it. 1 for the card. Toady YPQ, well played. And hey, by the way. Yes, well played indeed. Toady YPQ stirring up all kinds of trouble. You know these kind of troublemakers. But we'll deal with those troublemakers. Let me try and add her to the ban list. There we go. We'll get her banned. There we go. Actually, that wouldn't work because... Actually, no, maybe it would. You know, I wonder what happens if a bot tries to ban a streamer from their own channel. I need to test that sometime. What are you not going to mention, Kaz? I'm not going to mention a certain topping that people think is a topping for pizza, but it's not. I just came in from the event in Neighborhood City, so kind of late. Oh, nice, Just Me. Well, welcome in. You're just in time, because we've got about an hour left in Cities in a Snap. Joey's main strength is his landscaping skills. He's probably one of the best we've seen so far. Exactly. Dang it, I tried. You did try, Cuboid. That counts. No, it doesn't. It does not. I did not say the word. I did not say the word. There we go. Remember the upcoming events for October. Details in the Snap. Small Towns and my favorite Breast Cancer Awareness Challenge. There's going to be lots of good stuff with that, folks. I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait to see what's going to happen with that. Because, folks, remember, our breast cancer awareness event next month is going to be a special event on a Sunday. That's right. We're going to be having Cities in Snap on a Sunday. I don't know which Sunday. That will be announced hopefully on Monday. So look forward to a lot of announcements over the next 24 to 48 hours as we roll out all these announcements for Details in Snap, the breast cancer awareness stream, and of course the brackets for October. And then also remember, we've got lots of other stuff coming up. We've got December. December is going to be some lovely, absolutely lovely stuff, and I can't wait to see you guys involved with that, because we've got the All-Stars event. Invitations are going out for that actually tomorrow to the people who are going to be invited to participate in the All-Stars event on December 5th. December 12th is the special Hosts in a Snap event. That's right, I will be going up against event creator and founder Lemon Pops, the OG host of this. We will be going up against him in a one-on-one to find out who among us is actually the best city skylines builder between us. And spoiler alert, we're just going to be saying they're trash talking each other the whole time. And then, of course, the next event is going to be on December 19th, which is going to be a charity event, Disasters in a Snap. That's right, you'll be able to donate to a charity, and by doing so, you will be able to rain destruction on your streamers' cities, and it will be absolutely marvelous. I can't wait to get everyone involved in that. It's going to be super duper fun. I just hope we living at December isn't just too optimistic. I know, right? December will be great. It will. And then also a reminder on top of all that, on December 26th, we will not be having Cities in a Snap. That's right. December 26th, there will be no Cities in a Snap. That will be absolutely no event that weekend. There we go. And then also, we are looking for participants for not just October, but also November. So be sure to enter for November. November will be an absolutely hype time. We've got a couple ideas for the theme for that. Right now, it's going to be festivities oriented. So be sure to get on your festive hats and whatnot, and we will hope that we can have some great builds come out of that. Oh, fantastic. I like giving to charity, and I like causing natural disasters. There you go, Chebs. It'll be absolutely great. Kaz. When does Noobs and Snap start? Noobs and Snap starts as soon as I have enough interest and participation. I want to start Noobs and Snap. But one of the biggest things is, one, we need some more participants for it, and then two, I'm trying to figure out when we can put it in the week, because obviously, man, we're kind of in the best time right now, and we're going to be experimenting with Sunday with the breast cancer awareness stream, but I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if that'll stick, but for now, that'll be the first non-Saturday Cities in a Snap mainline event. Noobs, there we go. Stamp Your Pants, my favorite charity stream. Disasters in a Snap, the wonderful charity stream where you can cause the havoc and chaos the participant cities. Remember to tune in. It's going to be great. It'll be absolutely legendary. Don't think that's a horrible idea. Lord, let's see you compete, Josh. Oh my goodness. Obviously, you are the best, Josh. You know what? You can be the best. I will say that you're the best. Noobs and Snap, when Kaz says it sounds a bit different. Does it? There we go. Announced we got 1 hour remaining. You were a little behind the times there, Prox, but that's okay. That is perfectly okay. Oh yeah? Am I the only noob in a Snap? Wait, how do I register? Right now you just message me saying, hey, I'm interested, and then also you submit an application that just has a thing for, I would say right now, aim for November for Noobs in a Snap, but actually, let's say October. Apply for October for Noobs in a Snap, and we'll try to gauge interest off of that. Am I fashionably late? You are, Irish Koala, just halfway late, but you know what? That's fine. We are getting ready to start our next round of interviews, and of course, we're going to start off our interviews with the one and only Joey's Coffee Cup. What's up, Joey?
Yeah, very good. I'm very chilled. I actually forgot for a moment I was in a competition.
Oh, you did. Man.
Until my chat was like, "Come on, you've got an hour and 15 minutes left." I was like,
You know what? We need to add that to the bingo card. Forgot was in competition. I can't believe we're having to add that, but we're adding it. Someone please message me that to remind me. That is legendary for the bingo card.
I can't believe that. I was in my own little world thinking, "What am I doing here?" And I was like, "Oh, I've got speed."
That's great. Anyways, so how are you feeling? Do you feel like maybe you're? I guess. Do you know if you're on pace? If you're not even aware that you're in a competition, or?
I feel I'm on pace for what I wanted to do. I think a few people may have looked and gone, "Oh, he's so slow. It took him 45 minutes to put the first part of his amusement park down." It's all for me about the infrastructure and making it look like a amusement park. And the hardest thing was making the car park.
Right,
sort of
and
parking
you
area.
spent a lot of time on that, and I think that's really paying off, because now it feels like you can actually drive up and enter this. And then the other thing that I really absolutely adore is the fact that you're landscaping using meteors, first of all, but you're also using it to create little pods within the entirety of the amusement park. So you've got kind of your bumper cars and like your entry area, you've got your roller coaster, you've got your drop, you've got your Ferris wheel, all as separate areas within the park, which A, helps spread it out, B, makes it a little bit more realistic for a more, I guess, rural amusement park, you would say. And then also it does a great job of just showing off the beauty of what you can do with your specialty, which is obviously terrain work.
Yeah. I think so that when I was playing around and practicing, I put all the assets in one area and thought, "Oh, unbelievable, that's so small." And it actually it didn't feel like an amusement park. And as you're correct, in using the meteors to create little pods and pockets, it sort of worked in my favour. They were a little bit bigger than I was first planning for. I think I used the wrong size meteor, and but you can, you got to roll with that, roll with the punches and stuff.
Right. Now, I do love all those ideas. Now, the other thing I love here is you have the monorail in there. Now, is that monorail particularly inspired by something, or is it just in there for the funsies?
I was thinking of, so Disneyland Paris is the only sort of Disney World area that I've been to. And as you walk through the main gate, you sort of walk up to a monorail area that sort of goes around the whole park. Or is it a train? I think it's more of a train. And that's sort of what inspired me to do the monorail. And I just had to think of a way to blend it in. And I wanted the curves that went around the edge of the craters that I've made.
Right. Now, the final thing that you've done that is really great for the amusement park, I just love this amusement park already. You have all of the trams that are kind of weaving their way through the parking lots. And I love that, because the tram's just picking people up at the taxi stands and then bring them into the park. Now, what gave you the idea to use taxi stands as part of the parking?
Because when you zoom out far away or further out, it looks like an aerial shot of a car park zone. Yes, I can create small little car park areas. If I was doing a sort of 24-hour stream or something like that, then I would have the time to be able to do it. It's just a quick and easy way of making a parking area and using the taxi stands as little covers to people to walk past. That's sort of the thought process behind it.
And it works so well. And I was pretty sure that's what you were going for with that. And you can also use it for getting people into the city. You can sit there and add in a taxi stand and you just have people go in there. I mean, it serves a great dual purpose. And I absolutely love that you've thought of that. Now, the next bit is a lot of people obviously are going to be asking this. So I'll go ahead and get it out of the way for them. How's your actual city doing? Are you thinking of it more as just like auxiliary to the city, or are you just not interested in integrating it? What's the story here?
With my city, it's just in my mind, it's a theme park, and that's what amusement park. That's what I'm trying to aim for. The city is a secondary thing. I'm not going for population. I'm not going for making it look amazing. It's just there to serve as a purpose, and I want to concentrate and show off what you can do on console with a theme park. It's not going to be for everyone. I totally understand that, but this is the way that I feel it's going to be.
Yeah, but it's amazing because, again, like, I've been, like, me and Toady have both said separately in Cities and Snapchat that we just sit there and we love/hate tuning into your streams because it just makes us feel so inferior because you're able to sit there and do things with terraforming that we wish we could do. Like, it sounds so petty, but, I mean, it's true. Like, we sit there just like, why can't we do this? Like,
as I've said previously, you've just got to grab the ball by the horns and rock with it. So
exactly, and I think that's why you're terraforming turns out so good because you've been forced through the hard way to do it. And I mean, going through like that is one of the best ways to learn.
And definitely, and you can't say, oh, there's a mod for that, because there's not a mod for terraforming that just plops in a mountain, unless I'm mistaken.
I don't think there is. No, like you have to actually learn to terraform it. The closest thing you can do is there are some tools that allow you to like kind of raise and lower things as just like a little invisible asset. That's kind of handy to quote quickly create a mountain or quickly create a valley, but that's about it. And that's even kind of a not necessarily great way to go about it. So yeah, actually terraforming is really the only way to do it. And it just shows one of our biggest crippling weaknesses as PC players. But something else that's interesting here that I do want to go ahead and mention. So you're a huge advocate for the console community, and you have been this whole time. Do you have any advice for people that are maybe on console and perhaps thinking about trying to enter Cities and Snap, but they're a little nervous?
When creating something, think outside of the box. Think about what can be done on PC, and can you match it? And just practice and play around and have fun and build a city where you create like little pockets of areas. When I build, it may take me sort of 3, 4, 5 hours to build something. It should normally take 20 minutes, because I'm just looking at what different assets that I can use on a console to build. But it's just getting out there, getting amongst people, asking questions, and enjoying it. If you don't enjoy it, can't be playing it.
Exactly, that's one of the biggest things, and that's the same with most things. Because I'm very much a hedonist IRL, not just with like things I want to get myself, but also with just my activities. Like if I don't like doing something, then I'm just not going to do it. And I think that's something that you absolutely had to take to mind with something like this, because a lot of people like to build cities. But I mean, if you don't like building cities in a certain style, find the style that works for you. That's something that's so critical, because you see so many people just like, I wanted to build cities, but I just can't do it like this. And it's like, well, did you know that YouTuber is not the one and only say in how cities can look? And it's always like, what?
Yes, I feel you.
Oh my goodness. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of your hair, Joey. Again, absolute legend. Thank you so much for again coming and participating, doing a wonderful job, and I can't wait to see how your amusement park and adjacent city turn out.
Yes, awesome. Right, take care. Speak soon.
All right, folks, the console legend himself. Go check out twitch.tv/joeys_coffee_cup. And now we're on to this guy. Cybex, what's up?
Man?
Going pretty well. Cities and Snap Day and whatnot. So, one or two things on the boilerplate. Nothing big.
I know that. Cool.
Yeah, something like that. So, I love the idea that you're going for here. I love that you're adding in a lot of these storefronts to kind of create like an old town style type of, I guess, amusement park. Because a lot of these amusement parks have these kind of old town type themes to them. And you're really capturing that pretty well. Is there a specific amusement park you're trying to emulate with that?
Yeah, so when I was on my vacation about a week ago, it reminded me of an amusement park in Cincinnati, or just outside of Cincinnati, Mason, Ohio, called Kings Island. It's a pretty decent sized park. I'd say I'm probably emulating its size pretty well, but it actually uses a model, or I guess to scale, Eiffel Tower, and it has a huge fountain and reflecting pool area kind of in the front. That's kind of what I'm going for.
Right. So,
but kind of that Main Street feel too.
Yeah, the Main Street feel. I love that feel. I love the fact that you got the Eiffel Tower in there. I love all that. And also it looks like you might have some custom amusement park assets back there that I've seen.
Absolutely.
Nice. So have you found any good collections for that? Or is it definitely all those things of, like I've said for a long time, there aren't a lot of great amusement park assets?
There are not a lot of great ones, and we were all kind of talking, all the competitors even before, about the scale. So I'm trying to make scale kind of work for me too. Because the hard thing is if you PO it, then you lose the function of it in the park. So I'm kind of playing with scale versus functionality. So kind of working on that now.
Right, and it's all about that balance, definitely. And you're using the right set of buildings for it, I think. Again, that's a great set of buildings. I believe those are the Darf ones.
Yes, yep.
I knew it. I know my Darf from a mile away. But anyway, so why don't you tell us a little bit more? So it does look like you're definitely trying to go for function. Now, are you going to make it to where you have, I guess, good city, I guess integration with it, or are you trying to make your amusement park more standalone?
It's gonna be pretty standalone, but I'm kind of trying to work with that. So we've integrated a lot of transit in the beginning. That was the main goal, getting a lot of transit so people can get here. We're gonna have a metro, a metro, the train bringing people into the city area, and then they can switch over to the monorail and the metro that'll be bringing them into the park. So the big thing is this is definitely going to be a standalone park that the city kind of decided to build around. Probably, I'm thinking like similar to what Kings Island is, which is it's just outside of Cincinnati, which is a pretty large city, but it's its own standalone city pretty much. I mean, literally, like Kings Island is in Kings County. If it tells you how much it's controlled the local economy and local politics and everything.
Nice. That's really awesome. There are definitely a lot of things similar to that. We can talk about that later, but for now, I've got to let you go because you've got a lot of building to do in the next 48 minutes.
Absolutely, man. And don't say the time. You're making me nervous.
48 minutes, 22 seconds. Anyways, we will be talking with you later. Best of luck, Cybex. Looks absolutely
Thanks,
great.
Brent.
Can't wait to see what you get done, and we'll be chatting with you later.
Sounds good. See you around, guys.
All right, and check out twitch.tv/Cybex streams to see more of that action. And next, we have the mighty Morphin Nightmorphus.
Oh, hello, guys.
Hello, isn't that what we called you on the Minecraft server the other day? Or do you not remember that? I'm pretty sure it was Mighty Morphin Morphus. Or Mighty Morphin Magic Morphus?
Morphus. Like
Morphus
cow.
was the other one, yeah. We've been having a lot of fun with your name lately for some reason. Anyways, so you got about 47 minutes left, so how are things looking? Do you feel like you're making progress? Do you feel like you're on pace? How's it feel so far?
Pretty on pace, I must admit. I didn't think I have enough time to do everything I want. Yeah.
Nice. So your amusement park, it looks like you're doing it as kind of within the city. Is there a particular amusement park that you're trying to base it off of? I also, by the way, had to mention I loved the extra time you took to add in the variations of tree around the old church near your town square. That was an absolutely great little detail. I actually had Mr. Tommy in when we were talking about that. That was really great because it's such a small but meaningful detail because it just went from, oh yeah, I could see that, to wow, that looks like it was just ripped out of some European city and just plopped in.
Yeah, exactly. That was my intent. Obviously.
Right,
Yeah,
so
pretty like this area. Obviously, it's not finished, but I hope I have enough time to finish it. Another bit.
hopefully, I mean, you do have 46 minutes left. That's a lot of time,
Oh.
but the next thing I will ask you is, so as far as your amusement park, is there any like particular theme you're going for with it, or is it just going to be a generic mid-city amusement park?
Something, something you will discover it. It's not in, I hope to do it in time. But yeah, pretty much generic, let's say. But there's something that you will see inside the park.
Gotcha. Now, the next thing I will ask here is just kind of the last thing, I guess, in this instance. So, as far as your actual pacing and all that, do you feel like you have enough time left to get everything done? Because I know you mentioned that you feel pretty on pace, but actually looking at your plan, do you have enough time to execute a plan, or is it more just you're going to have to shoot from the hip from here on out?
My plan is I'm on pace, yeah. I think I'm on pace. I use half an hour maybe to build everything. I suppose something like that. I hope.
Hopefully, you gotta use that last little bit to detail the snot out of it, is what a lot of people end up doing, or just finish, fleshing out the corners. I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do, but you've got a lot to do in the next 45 minutes, so we'll go ahead and get out of your hair. And best of luck, folks. Again, this is twitch.tv/Nightmorphus. Be sure to check him out. Which brings us into the mighty Kitty Claude. What is up, Kitty Claude?
Oh my gosh, this is hard.
I know, right? 2 hours. We all think it's so easy, and then you jump in and it's like, oh my goodness, we're doing this to people on a weekly basis?
Well, like, I didn't think it would be, like, easy, but good grief. Like, everything I want to get done, I'm like, I only have 45 minutes left.
I know, and that's one of the hardest parts, is sitting there realizing, oh wait, there's only this much time left, and it it just eats away, and it's one of those things that, again, there's a reason why I've been demoted to host. I'm not good enough for this. I just flat out
Well,
admit
we'll
it.
find out in December, because aren't you going against Lemon? Oh my God, Lemon.
Pops.
Yes, Lemon Pops.
I really wanted you to say lemon water for some reason, and I have no idea why.
I was not gonna say water.
Come on, it would have been great. Hey, lemon water, what's up?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for you.
Well, I mean, yeah, I love, because if I can laugh at someone that isn't me, it's a good day. So, anyway, how's it feel? Do you feel like maybe you're at least on pace, or is it just the time crunch is really starting to settle in?
I think I'll be able to. I got my main theme parks done. So now it's just a matter of, the prop line tool was not acting like this before. I don't know what I'm doing. I'd apologize to Cuboid earlier for what I was doing with Move It, so...
Wait, what were you doing with Move It that offended the Cuboid?
Oh, man, I was just trying to straighten out my roads, and it was not pretty. So I was just like, I hope he doesn't come to my stream right now. I will totally insult him.
Oh, man, I hope someone clipped that, because I just love seeing Move It janks. It's one of my hobbies at this point, just finding different Move It janks of people doing that, because it's one of those mods that's so incredibly useful, but the moment you use it wrong, it can just completely jank things up.
Yeah.
And I think that is absolutely hilarious.
But, hey, I've already told him that, that he should ban me from using it, because I'm not an example of what it can do, because, yeah.
I mean, neither am I. I mean, he hasn't fired me from using it yet.
Yeah.
At least not that I know of.
Yeah, you do break it all the time.
I just break his mods in general. It's not always Move It. Let's get that perfectly clear. I break all mods equally.
This is an equal opportunity mod breaker.
Exactly.
Okay.
I believe that all mods deserve to be broken on the CAD streams. I mean, it's just what we do.
Right.
All right, so out of curiosity, first of all, chat has decided that I'm fired from doing giveaways because apparently I'm terrible at it compared to you.
Oh, what did you do?
I started the first one late, and I haven't even started the second one yet, so...
Oh, okay. We're in the time crunch here, Kaz.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm fired from doing this. Oh my god. But anyway, so I do want to ask you a couple other things. So first of all, I mean, as far as your actual plan and your theme, do you feel like your theme is starting to really come together? It looks like it's coming together, but again, you're the one doing it, not me.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not as far as long as I hope to. I might just have to, nix a couple things, but that's okay because I probably got over ambitious. And I still have problems, the scaling of the game and learning like how big something should actually be, like parks and stuff. And scaling is off to the theme parks anyway. I mean, come on, you have this huge Ferris wheel, right? But then, what's like the ship? Come on, the ship is not really in scale to everything else here.
Oh, the swinging boat. Yeah, I hate. It's just so small randomly.
Scaling. I have a problem with scaling in this game, and I played Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 for years. Like I probably put like 10,000 hours into that game, and so it's just hard to adjust.
Right, and that is something that even because I was talking with, I believe it was Joey about this before the stream started, about the fact that, yeah, we have access to a lot more of these kind of amusement park tools and all that on the workshop, but there's still not a great variety. The scaling still isn't fixed. No one's made a properly scaled swinging boat. No one's made a properly scaled drop tower. I would personally like to see a larger Ferris wheel in addition to that one. I would also like to see different shaped roller coasters. Like, I mean, there are so many things that an amusement park should have, and I feel that Paradox should have. Like, honestly, I would have paid an extra $5 for Park Life if it included a lot of extra rides for the parks. I definitely would have done that, and it can't have been too hard for them to work out. But again, that's just me. I'm the exception, not the rule. I realize that. But, so, I had to ask here, too. So, is there a specific thing that you're really going for that you're super proud of in this build? Or is it just overall still kind of at least going to plan?
I think it's kind of going to plan. I knew I wasn't going to have a high population, okay? And there's nothing wrong with the rubric, but I knew with my plan I was going to lose points on population because I'm going for that small town vibe, which is fine because it's a compromise that I was willing to make for this. My population right now is 9,000, which I don't think is too bad. And,
definitely.
Yeah. So Yes, I don't know if like I'm super. I guess I'm so super proud that I haven't lost my cool yet. If anything, you know.
Yet is the
cute.
key word. Yet is the key word.
I got my cute little town over here. And then, you know, across here, I have another little town, which is basically how Wisconsin is. It's like a series of small towns. I mean, we have Madison and Milwaukee, but you get outside of there, it's a small town after small town. And that was kind of the vibe that I wanted to get, was this, you know, Wisconsin tourist trap. But I think I'm going to have to bring garbage over here, which is not a big deal.
Awesome.
But yeah, so I'm just trying to give off that vibe, and I hope that I can give it off.
It seems like you're starting to give that vibe. And
Yeah.
again, I won't say too much other than it does. Your theme reminds me of a town in my home area, and there are definitely some benefits to be had there. But we're going to be going ahead and letting you go because you've got 38 minutes left, and I've taken up more than enough of your time. But we'll be back here in probably at the end to go ahead and do your end interviews. And yeah, best of luck until then.
And don't forget to push that breast cancer awareness event because we still need one more female.
We have been pushing it. We have been pushing it. We'll be talking about it more too. But in order to do that, I must let you go.
Yes. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye, Kitty Claude. Folks, again, check out twitch.tv/KittyClaude. And now, folks, now we're through the halfway interviews. I'm going to go ahead and set up the next giveaway. But I do want to go ahead and ask you, who do you think is in the lead? Do you think that there is someone winning? Do you feel like someone is falling behind? Do you feel like we have a favorite? What's going on here? What do you think is happening? We'll go ahead and mark that as complete. And then we're going to go ahead and do the next giveaway. This is for Distraint 2, provided by King Prox. This is available to everyone. This is a game that, again, this is not a City Skylines DLC. This is a separate game. Be sure to use !ticket to enter. Man can get breast cancer too. It's true. Oh no, I will know until the last 10 minutes. It's true. Night also doing okay. Yes. There we go. Take it, enter. Take it, enter. There we go. If I win, it's rigged. Probably rigged. Ticket for rigged giveaway. If you are the female persuasion, we have one more spot. And yes, the reason, and we are aware of that, Sweetsy, but the reason why I wanted to go with all females is because it does disproportionately affect females more than males. And that is why we are trying to target that, because we're trying to just kind of make a stance on that. We're trying to, I guess, raise a lot of awareness for that. And obviously, you know, I have no problem with bringing in a guy. If you're a male and you do want to participate, you are welcome to hit me up, say, hey, I'm interested, and I will be more than happy to get you in. But again, the reason why we've been targeting females for it is because, again, breast cancer itself does tend to affect significantly more women than men. There we go, 3v1 man. There we go. I mean, maybe. There we go. If you're the female, there we go. That looks good. And we're going to go ahead and, wow, we've got 36 minutes left, folks. What do you think, though? I don't know. Right now, I think possibly the best amusement park so far is really hard to tell. The best amusement park is definitely hard to tell. Now, something that isn't hard to tell is we've got the largest city already by a country mile, Kitty Claude. Kitty Claude was worried about her population, but right now, she's winning population. She's absolutely winning it by almost double over second place, so I think she's in great shape there. And then as far as size goes, all of them are going smaller. All of them are going smaller with their city size, so that's going to be pretty close. I don't think any of them are even going to be in the upper half of that margin right now. And then as far as beautification, I'm definitely saying that Morphus has a lot of great beautification things, so does Joey. Cybex has a great unique concept, and I think Kitty Claude also has a very unique concept. And then I think Joey also has some points in there for uniqueness as well. But again, for beautification, I think Morphus and Joey's are kind of taking it. And then I think as far as details, I would say Morphus is probably winning on a couple of the details outside of the park. But within the park, I would say it's probably either Kitty Claude or I would say Joey's. Now again, I feel like that could swing towards Cybex really quickly, because Cybex does fall into that category of people that don't do a lot of his mainline beautification or detailing until the end, but that's just my personal take thus far. Now, as far as the parks themselves, again, hard to tell. Absolutely hard. I like Joey's parking lot. His parking lot is quite good. I like that. I like Morphos's park. His park is doing pretty well. Morphos needs to do details in the snap. He has good details. He does have good details. Absolutely. And while Cybex is just pest. Pestex. Alternate build idea. I would make an amusement district based on that fun district with some special planning, etc. That district will also have some parks, maybe even club, which is partially park. Whole district would be named Amusement Park. I need to register and try to win with that stuff. What do you think? Definitely not bad. Just me. I would definitely accept that. I think there'd definitely be an argument there. You should totally participate. Because remember, folks, participation is open. You can go ahead and use register command to register today. Be sure to register. Also, a quick reminder about the events we have coming up. We have lots of great events coming up. We have, of course, the breast cancer awareness event, which is going to be on a Sunday. The Sunday will be announced, but will be a Sunday at this time in the month of October, since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Also, we've got details in a snap on October 3rd. Be sure to hang out for that. Also, be sure to stay tuned for the bracket announcements for small towns. That's right, we are building up the brackets as we speak for the small towns event, and it's going to be absolutely legendary. And I can't wait to see as many people as possible enter and win that. And of course, if you're interested in November's event, the general idea is going to be festivities in the air. And we're going to be picking different kind of festivities and holidays to be celebrating during that month for each week. Thank you for the follow there, Devin Robert. Devin, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. If only I had faster upload, and Natty Kev will be able to stream after starting studies. Maybe, who knows? Ooh, hi, Toady IPQ, big fan. There we go. Toady is a legend. Sorry, missed that. Was the Ladies in Snap on Sunday? Yes, Ladies in Snap is going to be on a, well, the breast cancer awareness one that happens to have a lot of women is going to be on a Sunday. And also Nightmorphos. Let's talk about this. He's breaking out one of, I think, one of the best additions to the Park Life amusement parks that came out of the workshop, and it's this circus pack from, I believe, Bad Peanut is involved. I could be wrong though. It is an absolutely great set of assets because it basically just transforms everything into a big circus system, and I think that's a great thing. I'm so glad that we've seen that come into play because I was curious if we were going to see it, and I'm so glad that we're able to. And I love the Cirque de Ville pack. It's absolutely amazing. It's a curse. I'm still chewing on entering. Every time I watch more of this, I want to do it more, Dawn. Oh, man. There we go. Do you know which something? Not yet, Toady. If you're interested, let me know, and we will get you in. Because right now, we are looking for one more participant for the breast cancer awareness stream. Well, he did amazing last time. It's true. Toady did absolutely amazing. In fact, that competition and last week's and one from a few weeks before that are why we are actually overhauling the rubrics. That's right. The rubrics are going to get more detailed. We're going to have separate ones for just the console competition. We're going to have a separate one for details in a snap. We are overhauling the rubric system as a whole. And again, if you want to be able to speed up that process, if you want to help out with that, something that helps a lot is you can join our Patreon. You can also subscribe here to help compensate all those back-end hours that it takes to run this. You can also be sure to just share us and be sure to follow us on Twitter, follow us on YouTube, do all that stuff. All of that helps so much. You guys have no idea. And thank you to those that are already part of those various systems. It really means a lot, and it helps push this event forward, and it makes sure that we can see it on a weekly basis. I love to have you with us, Toady. It's true. I was thinking Discord props. There we go. Probably. There we go. Rules. There we go. And I love that nature and stuff. Just leave blank map. Just that's kind of build small kind of cheated city on border. I mean, maybe. You could definitely try that, and we'll see what happens there. Ooh, interesting, indeed. And those rules, keep in mind, those have morphed a little bit. If you have any questions about the rules, be sure to let me know. We're updating the rules as we speak, and again, that'll all be updated for next month's Cities in a Snap. We're adding a lot of new addendums, we're adding more details, things like that, because again, that document has changed so much. I think I'm actually on version 2.0, no, I'm on 2.3.5 right now for the rules doc. It is really, really advancing, and I didn't think it advanced that much. I really didn't. But folks, we've got 30 minutes left. That's right, 30 minutes left. And this is the time that you'll see a lot of people start to shift from working on the city itself and building up their theme to starting to work on the details within the theme, beautification across the city, starting to let people really flood in if they haven't already had significant move-ins. This is the point at which people really start to finalize their placement, and a lot of participants have agreed that the last 30 minutes is both the most stressful but the most critical, because again, people expect to see good things in the last 30 minutes, but if you make the wrong move in the last 30 minutes, you could accidentally remove half your population, you could accidentally get a whole bunch of abandonment, you could do a lot of things that could have huge repercussions for your city. So again, caution as you enter the last 30 minutes is always encouraged. Will we see Cyber Exchange transition into kicking the cord out of his PC? Hopefully not. That's the hope, but who knows if we will or not. And I love that Nation Step. Yes, remember we're here for you to help you show off your building skills. Join the fun by registering today. Indeed, register. Because, folks, people have asked, how come we don't have more Season Snap events? We don't have more Season Snap events because the biggest reason is we need you. We need more participants to help participate in the legendary pioneering esport of city building. That's right, city building is now in esport. And also, be sure to follow us on Twitter where we tweet out some important things regarding that. Because we're trying to get Twitch's attention to take part in a special thing called Twitch Versus. Twitch Versus will actually allow us to host a much more cohesive event all within Twitch, and it would be great if we could get part of that. And it's up to you folks. If you guys can share that tweet, like it, retweet it, and just help us get Twitch's attention, we can have a beautiful, beautiful time. And let's take a quick look at Joey here. Dear goodness, look at that park! Look at that! Guys, oh my goodness, let no one say that console players are at a disadvantage. No one can say that, and anyone that does say that is just flat wrong, I'm sorry. I mean, that is just so good for an amusement park. That is amazing! Yep, Twitch Versus, yep. Hail the trees! Darn, that means I'm going to have to sign up for Twitter now. I know, right, Don? You don't have to if you're already on Twitter, of course. Because we're not going to force people to join on platforms that they don't know. But that's why we're on so many platforms. So you can follow us on, you can join the Discord, you can follow us on Twitter, you can subscribe on YouTube, you can do any number of things. And if you want to support on Twitch, great. If you want to support on Patreon, even better. You do whatever makes you comfortable. And also a quick reminder that at the end of stream today, we will be posting an application for someone to help us design our merchandise. That's right. You will have a hand in helping design all of the merch that we are getting ready to push out for Cities in a Snap. And it will be absolutely legendary. Be sure to check the Discord for that application. We'll also be tweeting it out. There we go. This is still anyone's game? I think it definitely is, but Joey's amusement park just really jumped up the ranks. As soon as he planted those trees on those crater rims, it went absolutely legendary. And then even adding in the lights like this, he knows what he's doing. He absolutely knows. And dear goodness, his amusement park is going to be hard to beat. Now, the thing that's also a little tricky here, though, is it's hard to get a full idea of Kitty Claw's build, because Kitty Claw has been zoomed in a lot, but Kitty Claw, we know, is also building out and around the city a lot. And, ooh, Morphus is struggling using Move It with that train station. For those that don't know, a couple of train stations, such as he's using right there, do not like the Move It tool. They lag like crazy. I don't know why it is, but yeah, that is something to definitely watch out for. And he is also, it looks like, trying to straighten out his circus a little bit, because right now it's a little bit lopsided. Hopefully he can get that straightened out, because right now it's a little bit on the wonk side. But if he can manage to straighten that out, that's going to look absolutely legendary. And definitely anyone's game. And remember, folks, not only do you want to join the socials, this is the time that I want everyone to take a brief moment, load up another tab, hop into at least one of these participants' chats, if not all four of them, and tell them that you're rooting for them, tell them that they're doing amazing, and tell them that you can't wait to see their final product. Because, folks, they're doing legendary. Anyone who participates in this event is legendary, because it is such a tough sell. 2 hours, one city. What? That's right. You're doing it, and it's absolutely amazing that these folks are doing that. Especially people like Joey on console, Morphus, new to streaming, Kitty Claw, new to streaming, and Cybex, a reigning, not reigning champion, sorry, I was about to say that. He is very experienced in this event, so yeah, it's absolutely great. It's the invisible pedestrian paths that train stations contain because paths are janky. Gotcha, Cuboid, gotcha. So is there a way around that, or is there not a way around that? I've been meaning to ask you. I think that was good. I definitely agree. Joey, his theme park is inviting us all to come and enjoy. It's true. But I want to go ahead and take a brief moment to hear from someone else from the community that has some pretty good experience. And that person is Eclipse Chris. Eclipse Chris has, again, a lot of experience in the competition. He's going to be in the finals this month. So I want to see if he has anything to say here. Chris, how are you doing?
Good evening, Kaz. How are you?
Doing pretty well. So, dude, amusement parks. This has turned out to be pretty good. We've got 4 unique amusement parks here.
It's fun stuff today.
So, do any of them really strike you as particularly unique, or hey, I would have never thought of that?
Unique-wise is probably definitely Joey with using the meteors as the little pods thing. It's definitely the far out there idea that I really like. I mean, I love using meteors, as per my first week of this month.
Yeah, exactly. Meteors are great. I'm not biased or anything, but, you know, I love meteors.
They create great features, and that's what I like.
Exactly. Now, do you like more the end product or the process that he used? That's the real question.
It's a bit of both, really. I mean, the process is just really good to use, and the end product with all the details he's putting in now, putting some rocks around the trees and that, it just makes it fit into the environment a lot more now.
Nice. So, now, if you had to pick one of these cities, because again, you mentioned something about Joey, so which one of these builders, based on what they're doing, would you be most afraid of in the final?
I'm going to have to say Joey. It's consoles are really nothing to sort of shy away from. They're really do a lot of stuff that we just didn't think they could do.
Would you have thought that a couple months ago, though?
Probably not. No, I think consoles really they stand no chance.
Yeah, but I mean, we've seen now. It's just like, this you can't just overwrite. You can't just say, oh,
You
console
can't.
player can't not think of that. Now, you and I have talked in the past about kind of like strategies and whatnot as far as like who you're facing. So if you do have to go up against Joey, what's your strategy going to be?
Trying to think of something that's completely out of the box more so than what Joey can think of. I think that's the only way I can sort of play
Look
it.
at that. Even that just little scene right there that he set on
Yeah.
accident. Oh, he's went out of it right as soon as I transitioned to it. It was going to be absolutely beautiful. Man, that timing. One of these days I'll actually catch those scenes on time. But that was great. Just that little inset of just, it looked so nice and lived in. So
We're
great.
going to get some nice balloon rides by the looks of it, which would be quite nice.
I like the idea of adding the balloon rides. I think it adds an extra little bit of fun because you can make it look like just a traditional little balloon ride, but at the same point you can also use it as transportation to get people into your amusement park. So again, it's kind of a dual-edged sword there. Now, the next thing that is really interesting is I love Kitty Claude's just whole idea of, hey, I want to make a series of tiny amusement park type things throughout my city.
Yeah.
Do you think that that's a strong strategy? Do you think it's a little weird? What's your thought process?
It is a bit of a unique take on it. I would always think of amusement parks as being a central location because it's what I'm sort of used to, like Thorpe Park and the such in the UK. It's always quite centralised in built-up areas and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty much what I think on that one.
Nice. Now, Morphus, with adding the circus, I'm so glad we got to see these assets in here because they're a set of assets that I don't use all the time personally, but I occasionally do, and it's always a rousing success with chat. Chat always loves it. So what's your thought on them?
It's nice to see something that is different from the rest, because the workshop holds many treasures, as you well know, Kaz.
Yeah, exactly. I do spend too much time in the workshop. And
Workshop
now that's an
Anonymous,
interesting
I think you need
choice.
to go to.
He's the only one that's not going for a green amusement park. He's just flat out paved it.
Well,
That's really
he's
interesting.
on full pavement. I'm not too sure about that.
Now,
I mean, generally,
for an
the
older
way that
European city, that might make more sense, though.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. We'd
I mean,
have to
you still
take a
need,
look
you
at
need the
that.
green areas. It still needs to be green within it. In certain
Right,
pockets,
and I'm
like-
curious if he's going to take like little curbs, little green boxes, little flower boxes, maybe even just a tree, and just
I'm
pop a
a bit-
few of those in.
I'm a bit worried he's going to forget about that sort of stuff, and because it's only 20 minutes left, and he has got a lot of work to do to actually flesh that out and make it, like not so spacious.
Right. Now, on the other hand, making it spacious could make it feel like, because there's a lot of, I guess, kind of intimidating looking public works projects. Like, hey, we want to add something good for the city, but we're not actually caring, so it's just going to kind of be like this open paved area with what we want on top of it. And we all know the types of areas that I'm talking about there, especially like public works projects, things like that. But I wonder if that's what he's going for here. Because if he's going for that, then he's absolutely hit the nail on the head. Yeah, it depends on the mayor or the country leader, etc. But so,
Indeed.
with all these strategies, do you think that you would be falling into any of the 4 strategies in particular if you had participated this week?
I haven't really thought about it too much because obviously I wasn't participating in it, so I didn't think, oh, what would I do in this? But thinking about it now, I'd probably go with the more centralized route, probably more along the lines of what he's doing now, but keeping it more natural looking in terms of like not having just full concrete.
Right. Now, okay, this is something interesting. It does look like he's going to be using those paving squares. That's something I was thinking he might be trying to do, so he can create those little green spaces like within little paved areas. And if he does that, that'll absolutely sell it. And I think that'll be a huge hit with the chat vote as well, because I think that's going to be really unique. You won't see a whole lot of that, and I think anything that's unique is automatically going to be more points, because you see he has a lot more rides he can add, but he's instead focusing. Yep, he's adding in a little bit of green like that. See, it's like he's reading our minds. Is he in chat right now? is he reading our minds? But,
he must be.
No, so all this is looking really good. Now, the next thing, so you're in next week's amusement parks. Not amusement parks, you're in next week's nature reserves.
No, not yet. Nature reserves, yeah.
Yeah, nature reserves. And then after that, you're also wanting to participate in details in a snap. So, out of curiosity, is there a particular reason why you like the detailing in a snap? Because I know a lot of people that are detailers are like, detailing in 2 hours? No. I mean, what's your thought process on it?
I mean, I just enjoyed it so much the last time, well, the first time that we had the details in a snap. And I just love doing it and participating in it and showing what I can do with detailing specifically, rather than having to worry about focusing on, we have to build a big city here before we have to then work on this theme and that.
Nice, definitely works. And Zerg, thank you so much for that sub. Really means a lot. Thank you so much for supporting the Cities in a Snap event. Keep in mind, that helps us run on a weekly basis. Thank you so much for that sub and that help. It really means a lot. Thanks for the support, buddy. Enjoy the emotes. And
Cybex seems to be getting a bit more on point now, by the looks of it.
Yeah, he is. Now, this is something he does. I call this the So Ever Dream moment, because So Ever Dream early on in the competition, like everyone else would still be going, but So Ever Dream just like would shut down whenever he got to this point of the competition, like 20 minutes left. He would just like shut down. He wouldn't be quite as interactive with chat. You could tell he was a much more serious face. He wasn't like kind of joking around as much, because you could just tell that, hey, it's go time. And honestly, it's always worked to their advantage. Do you feel like playing off of chat is important enough that you should kind of be paying attention to them instead of focusing, or do you need to just do your best to try and balance? Because it really is hard to balance that if you think about it.
It depends on what plan you've got. I mean, if you've got a set plan and you know what you do, and you don't want to diverge from it, then you're just going with it. But if you're not too sure, if you're just winging it, you would want to get that involvement from the chat to get some ideas that they might have, just to sort of point you in a certain direction if you're not too sure.
Right, and that's definitely a good point. Now, final thing before I let you go, so you're pretty scared of Joey's, so is there someone else who you'd be a little scared of if they were to go up against you next week?
Well, we've already got Kiki going against me, so there's that. I'm not too worried about that Mr. Tommy guy. I'm not that bothered.
I mean, who can be, right?
Yeah, he can be. I mean, if Nightmorphous can pull off what he's doing, he could be a bit of a contender. But then Cybex as well, he's got some great ideas. I mean, what he's doing now could turn out to be a real sort of showstopper.
It could.
Who knows?
And I think all of these are just absolutely excellent. And I think even Kitty's with such the unique idea, it's just, it's absolutely legendary. I think these are 4 very tough bits of competition.
It'd be nice to see the full scope of what Kitty's doing and how it looks in the end. I mean, she's got 15 minutes left. She could certainly put out something.
Definitely could, but again, can't count out Nightmorphix or Cybex. This is
can't
going to be
count
really
anyone out.
rough.
This is what's so great about
my gosh,
this.
if you guys tie this
anyone
again,
out.
I swear. Anyway,
it'll be a 4-way tie. Come on, chat, let's do it.
Oh my goodness. No, don't do that to me. Anyways, folks, this was twitch.tv/EclipseChris. Thank you so much for jumping in and chatting with me, and enjoy the rest of the event.
I have a great plan for the final.
Nice.
I can't tell you what it is because it's a secret. You just have to
Ooh, top
see.
secret. All right, we'll have to
Yeah.
see. Peace out, friend.
Peace.
And folks, with that, we have just 15 minutes left. That's right, we have 15 minutes. Looking good, Glam Helen. Thank you so much. I did receive your message. Did I respond to you, Glam Helen? I believe I did. Let me know if I didn't, Helen, and I'll respond to you. It's fine. It's good. I got the message. I just, for some reason, I don't remember if I got back to you. There we go. 15 minutes remaining. Jacket ready to tie. We know what to do. Oh my goodness, Luca, why would you encourage that? You change your emails. Don't tell anyone. What? And hello, Zerg. Hope you're doing well, Mr. Tommy, with the lulls there. And honestly, I do agree with Eclipse Chris. I think this is absolutely anyone's game, but we do have a couple people that are leaning into the details, so I do want to bring in someone who has always wowed us with his detailing skills. Luca. Luca is... Again, he does a great job detailing. He's also a map creator, and so he knows a thing or two about beautification and detailing. So let's go ahead and drag him in and see if he has something to say. Luca.
Hello, Kaz. Is my mic good?
Yeah, the mic is perfect. So, what do you think of these folks? I mean, dude, Parks. They're doing really well, aren't they?
They really are. I'm, like, loving all of these, like, interesting things. I'm loving Nightmorphous Circus. I think that's going really well with the whole, concrete kind of plaza idea, because in Italy, by law, every town has to have that kind of, big lot of concrete in case of an emergency, in case of, like, an earthquake. That's where you would go to plant the tents and stuff.
Wait,
and
so that's
often,
actually a thing in Italy?
It is a thing.
Oh, that's interesting. That's a great little detail. I had no idea.
Yeah, and like they would put up these temporary small parks for when there's like an event or something, and yeah, then just really good use of space in my opinion. And the circus just confirmed that idea. Like the fact that he built the circus like that just confirms to me that that is what he's doing.
That's great. I'm so glad I dragged you in because I would have not known that. And I might not have known it even in the voting if he hadn't mentioned it. I mean, that is absolutely great because I hadn't thought of that. But yeah, that does make a lot of sense. So he's really just doing that ultimate realism there, and I really enjoy that. Now, something that's a little weird here is he does have that train that's looping around. I don't feel like that would be too normal without it connecting to the rest of the city.
I agree that is a bit too much, especially if he's going for that, kind of just built up very quickly thing. Like kind of theme, but yeah, I agree with that. That I don't think that train should be there. If he connected it to somewhere else, maybe
it's just the 3 stops. If he does connect it, now again, he's got 12 minutes left. He could still manage to connect it, but I think he's going to spend most of the rest of this time just perfecting his park at this point.
Exactly.
I think his park is probably going to be one of the best we see here because again that extra little detail is really huge, making it true to his nation's laws and ideas, and that's absolutely great. Now as far as the other stuff, I mean, what do you think of the other themes that we've got going on?
So I'm really loving Joy's park. I'm loving the fact that it's like in the middle of a nature stuff. So it's the same for like kind of Cybex. It's very much embracing nature and stuff. It's in the middle of these like very, very well lit up areas. And yeah, Joyce of course is not looking at the park the one moment we're trying to look at it, but it's fine. So I'm really loving that feel. I really like it when cities are integrated with nature that much. And that is something I need to improve myself too. Like my cities are always so like dense and I need to really work on adding nature and stuff. So yeah.
Right, so I do love that. Now, what do you think of the idea that Cybex has then? Is that maybe a little bit alien to what you're wanting?
I kinda don't know, to be fair. It's the big building, like the big resort, I feel like that's weird, especially for such a small access road. I feel like that's a little bit off, but I still think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think the scaling might be a slight problem with Cybex, but again, I feel like the overall themes are very good, and it's going to be very hard to contend with, because again, this very much reminds me of, again, I haven't been there, but like a large amusement park like, Disney World or something like that, where it's kind of built into the surrounding area. But he mentioned Kings Island, and I've looked up a couple pictures of it, and it does seem like he's encapsulating that pretty well. And it is very interesting that he's going that route, kind of doing like the city amusement park idea, and I think it could pull off very well, but again, the thing I'm concerned about is it possibly too niche of an idea for it to make sense in chat?
That is a good point, because I kind of agree with that. Like, yeah, it's probably gonna be a bit too niche. Like, I've never been to any American amusement park. I have been to an American style one near in the north of Italy. It's called Gardaland. It's basically the biggest theme park in Italy. And I mean, yeah, they do have all those attractions, but I never seen an actual transport ride, for example. So I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting vote.
Now, and something interesting here is Kitty's actually found one of the few water park assets that you can find on the workshop. There really aren't any good water park assets. It's one of, like, I think there's like 3 of them. I'd have to double check, but there's not that many, and that's probably she's using the only one that I think is of really good quality. Now, why do you think we haven't seen a lot of water park assets? Because that would be a really easy sell. I mean, heck, even if Paradox decided, hey, $5 and we'll give it to you, sure, I'd do that. I pay $5 for water parks, because water parks are awesome.
I agree. That's so weird. That's actually a great point. I think
like, even on the workshop, there's nothing.
Yeah. Like, I don't really have an explanation for that. Maybe because, we're building a city, and I guess beaches are not really that big of a thing in cities. So, like, water features...
Well, but it's not by the beach. Default. Water parks are common here in the United States no matter where you are.
Yeah, but, like, because City Skylines itself kind of... I know I'm gonna say neglect, but that's not really the case. It just pays a little bit less attention to water features, right? I think that might be a part of it. People, like, for example, I've never thought about even the idea of having a swimming pool in the city. And you bringing it up, just kind of like, that's a cool idea. You know what I mean? Like, if people don't have if the game doesn't prompt the idea forward, the modders are probably not gonna have the idea either. I think it's just that the idea is not out there. But if somebody started doing it,
I mean, Gratham's offering. Gratham's offering. I say we just take advantage of Gratham. We've got Ignis, too, so we can get Gratham and Ignis. We'll just divvy the work up between them. And between them, I'm pretty sure they can do some good assets for us.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do that. Let's just...
All right, so we're just going to enslave Gratham. He's going to be working for the next 3 weeks on making Season Snap assets. It's going to be great.
Hold on, 3 weeks? That's not enough.
Okay, 4 weeks. Well, I mean, if it's 4 weeks of him working and 4 weeks of Ignis working, that's like 8 weeks, so I figure that's good. We can get some good assets out of that, right?
If they're working together, I feel like it's more like 16.
Okay, fair enough.
I need to force them together.
Fair enough.
That sounds like fun.
Yep, there we go. I got to compete in CIS. It's true you do, but thank you so much, Luca, for your insight. Again, a great detailer and beautification expert. And also, you just released a new map, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, this map is not really a new release. I've kind of finished it up because Kitty really liked it. She seems like she wants to play in it, and I was like, you know what? I have it in the I had it in the roster for so long, and I just kind of finished it up, fixed a couple of issues that I had with it, and yeah, one of the issues was actually very funny. You know how sometimes when you work with Bit on ports, they kind of just mess up and they stop working randomly?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of have to fiddle with that, and the problem is that because I'm in the map editor, I don't even get to test it out. So I have to load the game, see if it works, unload, blah blah blah. And that's probably why I have avoided the map for so long, because that's just such a tedious process. You know what I mean?
You know what? That's fair, though. That's absolutely fair, and I'm going to have to check it out sometime. But, folks, if you want to check out that map, the one and only place for this type of stuff where you can see it as it launches is the Cities in a Snap Discord. And, Luca, we will chat with you later. Enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you for giving your brilliant insight, as always. And thank you also for clearing up some stuff on Nightmorphous' build for us. I had no idea.
Yeah, like, when I saw that, I was like, at first I was like, interesting. And then, like, he paved it, and then, like, he built the circus. I was like, yup, I know what's up.
That is absolutely awesome. Again, folks, twitch.tv/Luca_Frioni. Be sure to check him out sometime.
See ya, Cads.
And, folks, with that, we have just over 5 minutes remaining. Joey's Xbox turned off. Oh, no! Can we get some Fs in chat? Can we get Fs in chat for Joey? Oh, no, that's on the bingo card. Does it autosave? Someone tell Joey. I mean, he would know. Oh, my goodness. RIP. What's up, Pie Master? I hope you're doing well. Pie Master Zero. Hope you're doing well. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Get the Fs in chat. And, of course, once he's online, be sure to go ahead and refresh. Moderators use refresh 1 for that. Get the F train out. Yep, get the Fs. Oh my goodness, Super F. Oh wait, is that a reference to Fairly Odd Parents, Gratham? I hope that is. I absolutely hope it is. Refresh 1. There we go. He's back. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And that's why you guys have those commands now. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't have to do any of it, but folks, we got 5 minutes remaining. That's right, 5 minutes. And this is turning out pretty epic. I honestly don't know who's going to win. Like, chat, overall, do you guys even feel that someone is ahead or behind significantly? Is that something that you guys think is happening here, or is it just too close to tell? For me, it's way too close to tell. I'm good, thanks. How are you, buddy? Doing absolutely beautiful, biomass. So, of course, it's beautiful because it's Cities in a Snap Day, and that is always hype. Hype for 5 minutes remaining. Indeed, perfect timing to have that emote out, Gratham. Exactly. Well, so there is nothing mentioned about in the rules. So can I use realistic population service cubs? Customize it to make a metropolis in one building. With proper usage, you can cheat 100k city this way. And that, and Joey, not Joey, and just me, we are actually altering the rules for that. That's one of the many things we are adding in to alter rules. Because again, I've been kind of altering the rulebook as we go. The rulebook started out literally with just 1 or 2 basic rules, and it's grown into that current monstrosity. The next version is going to be nearly twice as long with all the additional rules and addendums I've been having to make. So yeah, that's that's going to be interesting. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how much I've had to add to that. See, stop, lol. God, I just looked it up. It totally is ref. No, that's how ref works, right? Wait, a ref? Oh yeah, it is. I know, right? The Fairly Odd Parents Super F. It's brilliant. It just needs to be read for that. It absolutely just needs to be read. And the clip of the Super F making its appearance in Fairly Odd Parents is still one of my favorite moments in all of cartoon history. Because it's just like, and you get a Super F! And it just like has the cape on and everything. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. But folks, we got 3 minutes left in Cities in a Snap! Can we get the hype rolling in chat? Get the hype rolling. Let your favorite streamer know that you're rooting for them. But remember, at the end, we're going to be voting for our favorite city, not our favorite streamer, because that's how we do it here. We try to determine who has the best city within 2 hours' time, so we can send them on to the finals to face off against Eclipse Chris, Kiggy85, and Mr. Tommy, with, of course, the legendary Taradra as a backup. There you go, hype for 5 minutes indeed. Nice city, but you use mode A, which is mentioned in rule number 147 at point of 6. Yeah, exactly. That's part of the problem that we're running into, just me. There we go. Mama Fan, with that, there we go. Get the hype rolling in chat, because you know what it's all about. Get the snap emotes going. Flash out your stopwatches. You know what time it is, folks, because we are here. They're all trying desperately to get their cities done as much as they can. We've got Joey's Coffee Cup working a little bit to get a little bit of extra transport, getting people into his park. We've got Cybex focusing on his big central plaza. We've got Morphus trying to build out his city, considering his park to be done by the looks of it. And of course, we've got Kitty Claude checking Discord because she's that confident in herself. Here we go. Remember, always stream your favorite vote, not your favorite. Wait, what? There we go. And it's all looking good, folks. Got 1 minute and 38 seconds left. That's right. This is what we're all here for. This is what we are all here for, folks. This is why I look forward to every week. The last 90 seconds of Cities in a Snap. And remember, folks, as soon as this is over, we'll take a brief 2 to 3 minute break during which you can stand up, stretch your legs, pet the cat, and grab a snack. And also remember that if you want to get some of the Kaz Gem streams, your host, obviously, you can check out my personal streams, City Skylines on Monday, Tuesday, and of course, Wednesday, Thursday, Strategy and other games. Absolutely legendary. I'd love to have you over there. It's an absolute blast. And of course, folks, we have 60 seconds left in Cities in a Snap. Let's get the hype rolling. We're going to load for the last streamer so we can go for that tie. Oh, come on there. Don't do the hype for 77 seconds. Yep, the hype is rolling in. All right. Kaz promotes Kaz. That's another bingo. Bingo. Oh, I did that earlier, King Prox. Did you miss your opportunity for a bingo earlier? That's hilarious if you did. But look at Nightmorph's beautiful city. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely legendary. But with 30 seconds left, is he done? Will he get something else in? Will Cybex expand his area and still have water and power problems? Will Joey throw another meteor? Will Kitty Claude finish her designs? Let's find out, folks, as we have less than than 20 seconds left. Get the hype in chat, folks. We got 12, 11, and we got 10 seconds remaining, folks. Less than 10 seconds remain. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, and stop! All building must stop. The build phase is now over. All builders, all participants must stop building. They must cease fire. They must not build any further because it is time for the judging. That's right. Whew, that was a pretty intense one, but folks, we'll be right back. Please stick around for the next 2 to 3 minutes to help support the event, and we will be right back with the judging phase. Hello and welcome to this week's Cities in a Snap event. I am your organizer and host, Kazjim, and I would like to thank all of you for coming out today. A couple brief things. First of all, thank you moderators who help make this happen. They help keep the chat kind of sane. They also help answer a lot of questions. They also do things such as managing the Discord, managing our Facebook page, keeping the Instagram and Twitter running, and a variety of other activities such as being giveaway wardens. Also, I want to thank all of you who help make this event happen on a weekly basis. This does take a lot of man hours on the back end, and it's up to you guys to make sure that it can continue. You guys can help contribute to the Cities in a Snap event directly by subscribing to this channel here, twitch.tv/citiesinasnap, or by going and giving bits, or you can donate directly, or you can even sign up for our Patreon, link down below. And we also want to encourage all of you to let your friends know how you spend your Saturdays, and also be sure to hop in the community Discord. We're in there all the time, we're answering questions, we're responding to feedback, and we're continually trying to make this event better for you, the viewer. Anyways, thank you so much for coming out, thank you to this week's participants, and I hope you enjoy this week's Cities in a Snap. All right, and we are here, we are rolling, we are ready to enter the interviews. And folks, of course, remember, we are going to be visiting each city one after the other. They will have 5 minutes on the clock to share their thoughts with us, to give us a tour of their city, and of course, to show us the way. So let's go ahead and get ready to line up for city number 1. And city number 1, of course, is Joey's Coffee Cup. What's up, Joey?
How are ya? How are ya?
Doing pretty well. It's about that time for those interviews.
Cool. I was a bit nervous at one point because, as per normal, my Xbox decided to turn itself off.
It's tradition at this point. Like, honestly, it's not Season Snap unless Joey's Xbox turns off. Even if you're just watching on your phone or something, your Xbox will turn on, then off, just to make sure it turns off.
It does. I don't know why it does it. It just everything's there, and I was nervous, but we're good to go. We're good to go.
Awesome. Well, of course, you know the drill. Chat's nosy. They want to know things such as your traffic percentage, probably, and your transit usage, if any. And then, of course, the numbers regarding your park will be important. And just give us a tour of your city.
Cool. So I'm going to just flick it back to. Oh, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a night mode because we all know we like a little night view. But I'm going to just flick it back to the day mode so we can see what's going on. The way I approach this city is I wanted to build a theme park. A theme park is the main statement of of my city. And I've created it using the terraforming to terraform myself a little sort of mountainous region that sort of comes around, and use the meteors to create my little pockets, as we've all seen. And the entrance to my city, I wanted to make it look like a theme park. I didn't want it to be this open, vast space with the massive buildings. I wanted it to be something that people see and come to because the scenery looks good. We've got our Harry the hamster in the background. He's sort of the mascot of our chirpy land. I've not even named my theme park. But so we sort of come in, and each area, so the first area, we've got some little game machines in here. This is the level of detailing that can be done, micro detailing that can be done on console. So any console players out there will feel the pain that we can't actually zoom in any further and get that sort of the coin going in and things like that.
That's brilliant.
Each little pod is that's sort of as close as we can get, but it's good using different assets to pop through. Each little pod has got its own little sort of style of area, sort of a few little rides in, and everything goes underground. And everyone uses these sort of underground routes just to link up between sort of the different areas. You've got the kids zone here with the teacups and bumper cars running through. You've got the sort of the big dipper, the big ride on its own with a few rides around it that people sort of go and play with. It's just using your imagination on console is the biggest thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I can say to you. Using the monorail around the outside, which is designed by sort of Disneyland Paris, which is the only one I've been to, and using that to sort of just skim round, and there's bringing the park to life. Does it have to be usable? Do people have to use it? I'm not too sure, but I don't think there's even anything going around it. Maybe I've missed something out. Using the car park as well. Just think outside the box when making these car parks. Yes, I understand it's the sort of the double lane industry road, but if we can create something that looks like a car park, and as you drive into a normal theme park, there's normally parking absolutely everywhere. Unfortunately, I can't fill it with cars, but it's there for this sort of visual effect. The nice winding road that's sort of inspired by Longleat in the UK, which is a safari zoo. The long winding road that it takes to get into our theme park is normally the big part, definitely for my kids, as they go through the winding roads. It takes them there. The supporting sort of infrastructure of the town that's starting to be built because the theme park is there and good to go. But it wasn't my focus to build a town. My focus was to build and show off what can be done on console with regards to building the theme park, which is why it's there. It's the start of something bigger, and we can grow it. Let's have a look at what a theme park brings in now. Forgive me if I may not actually be able to see it because I've got the overlay on my screen that tells me how long I've been live for. Let's have a gander. Is it this one? It's not. Oh, that's the monorail. That's why. Chirpy Land. That's not the right one. Oh, here we go. We have a total of 14 visitors a week. I mean, it's bad week this week. But
I mean, it's
overall,
probably just that COVID.
Yeah, it's that COVID thing. But yeah, 11 people this week, but a total visitor count, which I think is even better, of 1,017, which is a lot higher, and that's a better number for me. Let's have a look at our traffic percentage. Inspect. Click on it. Come on. Overview. This is the bit that I can't see. So to me, it's green. I think, is it about 89, 90%, I believe? It's green. Oh, look at all them people dying. Let's not look at that. What else have we got? So we've got, the coverage is good. 93%. There we go. Someone's just told me in my chat. 93%. So it's all going in the right direction. But yeah, it's growing. It's being there. But the main focus is this area. And what I do is I flick it into night mode. So during everyone's things, you'll be able to see sort of the night mode, the nighttime view of this place. And it looks good at night. And it's a 24-hour theme park. It's good to go. And there's my transport. Transport, that's what you want to see as well.
Yes. Chat's nosy.
Chat's nosy. They're sat there going, screaming at me, saying, oh, just see transport. Stop talking, Joey. Get transport up. Forget the right radio thing. So our buses use 71 a week. The other one uses 81 passengers a week. Our trams don't really use anyone. It's there to sort of bring people into the zoo. They're more for looks than it is something needy, and I didn't even put in a monorail. That's one thing I needed to do. Yes, there we go. It's just to move people around, and it's to look good. And that's what we've got to do in console. Think outside the box. Get things moving. Anything that sort of looks boring, bring it to life with a bit of movement. If you've got some water, stick in a boat. If you've got a road, stick in a tram. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joey. Thank you very much.
Awesome. That was absolutely great. Again, such a unique concept. And again, you've outplayed a lot of PC players here. I would say the majority of PC players would love to be able to design an amusement park like you just did, let alone on console, because again, it's something that, yeah, a lot of people look at it as, oh, it's an immediate disadvantage, but I think you're just putting all of that to bed, because that is better than most amusement parks I see.
So to me, using a keyboard and mouse is a disadvantage, because I tried using a keyboard and mouse. I can use it when I'm at work, writing up some sort of reports and things, but God, bring it into a gaming sense, I need a controller in my hand.
Right, and you know what? I'm that way with certain games, but not for something like this. I can't imagine doing it. I absolutely cannot imagine it.
Maybe one day, give it a try.
Maybe one day. I will have to try it just for you, but folks, actually, I have done it on the Xbox. More on that later. But until next time, this is Joey's Coffee Cup. Be sure to keep him in mind, and best of luck in the votes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Take care.
All right. And of course, up next, we have the Cyborg. Cybex, what's up?
What is up, my people? What a fun build this week.
Oh, I know, right?
Real blast. This has been so much.
You know the drill. You'll have about 5 minutes. Explain yourself and whatnot, and chat's nosy. They want to know things like your traffic and your ridership and all that. And just take us away.
Perfect. So, as with any city, tourist city, we've built our city to I guess reflect you being able to see the parts we want you to see, if that makes any sense. So, we're riding it. We've got all of our trash, we've got all our water, we've got all those things, but the most important part for us is that whenever you arrive, all you see is the nice, pretty parts. So, kind of taking you through an idea of what it would be like for you to come visit our city. I guess it's named Canville, but we didn't name it that. It was supposed to be Community Hills. So this is all about our nice little tourist community. Just overlook the fire. The fire's not there. Nobody sees that. But yeah, so you'd arrive by train or car. In this case, we prefer train, so the train's nice and pretty. I know Kaz would come by train if Kaz were coming to our city. So Kaz would arrive by train, jump on over onto our perfectly timed monorail, and take a ride on towards our city park, the main focus of our city, which is how we kind of came to be, why we've grown to the wonderful population that we are. And we're gonna roll on in down through the hills and through the mountains. A little bit of a bumpy ride, but it's not too terribly bad, you'll notice. And we'll come on into our beautiful park. Almost there, guys. I promise if you were actually there, you'd be enjoying the ride, but it's a little bit.
Yeah, I would love to ride by train. I mean, it's just legendary.
That's right. Hold on here. Why am I stuck in? There we go. Hold on. What is going on, game? Work with me. Come on. I don't know what's happening right now. There's the sky. All right, let's jump back on our monorail. Ignore the technical difficulties. So we're gonna speed it on up a bit, and we're gonna arrive right into our monorail station. We'll get off on a monorail, and we'll walk right into the beautiful front entrance of our park, as long as we can find a taker. Let's see if we can find a person on the way in. There we go. Heather Young is going to be our candidate, our culprit, maybe. I don't know, today. So we're going to head on into the park. We've got a beautiful water feature. We're still in 3-speed. Ignore the people floating. I'm not sure why that's happening. Maybe we should just walk in this way. But yeah, so we've got the main fixture of our park, of course, here in the front. It's community city, so the main focus of our park, of course, is all the stars. So we've got a huge star right in the middle of our fountain area. Nice fountain areas for kids to play, for people to hang out and mingle as water sprinkles about. Some beautiful lights. We've got all of our nice kind of like we talked about during our interviews, the Main Street type. I don't know what's up here. There we go. Not sure what was going on there. But there's the fountains. There's our Main Street building styles. We've got all kinds of different stores in here, little pretzel shops, places where you can buy knickknacks and t-shirts, sweaters, I love Community Hills, t-shirts, all that type of stuff, grab a bite to eat, all those kinds of things right in the shadows of our model Eiffel Tower, scaled down for a beautiful city with the London Eye behind it. Nice spotlights, food trucks all around, your cliche merry-go-round, which is just, of course, required. All sorts of roller coasters for the thrillists in the crowd. All sorts of fun. Here, we'll take it to the daytime so you can actually see the rest of the park. And we'll jump back in here. There we go. Not sure what that little minor electrical issue was, but you do see it. That was resolved. Just seemed to have like a little wave of an issue. I guess because I left it in nighttime so long. Probably the case since we don't have day cycles on. But anyways, yes. So nice little ride around the outside of the park. We've got a monorail, which is a one-way monorail, which will take you around the full extent or the full outer rim of the park. We've got nice field areas, so people have plenty of time, plenty of room to picnic, do things like that down at this end of the park. And it's pretty well forested the closer you get back to it. Kaz, I knew it'd be really important to you that we have an amphitheater, a nice theater area, music area. If you had to go to the club, at least it'd be a music club, concert area, all that type of stuff. And then to keep Kaz wife close, we built in a little bit of a medieval area here into the horror portion of our park. So we've got kind of scarier, more horror-based side of the park, abandoned ship, ruins, a haunted house. I meant to name the haunted house the Jump Scare AJ haunted house, but I didn't get around to it, so that's okay. We've got all the city services that can travel on the paths, but not pedestrian vehicles, which is obviously very important. Any park's got to have a water park. And then we'll hop on, if we can, we'll hop on the monorail here again, and we'll follow it on up to the north end of our park.
All right, you're out of time, actually, unfortunately.
Oh, really? Dang,
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
unfortunately, you are out of time. Again, I've enjoyed what I've seen. I do like all of that so far. And again, folks, for your consideration, twitch.tv/Cybex streams. I do have to say, I love the ideas. I love the fact that you have different modules. I love the fact that you have a large, expansive park with lots of separation between the areas. It's absolutely great to see and definitely a unique take.
Glad you enjoyed it, man.
All right, and now we are on to number 3. Oh, and before I leave you, Cybex, your park numbers.
Oh,
need
park
your
numbers. Okay.
amount of visitors and your profitability.
Yeah, so we had that's traffic at 84%. If that's important. Do we need to go? Where do we need to go for that? This here? Is that gonna be park areas? No. Where is that gonna be at? Sorry.
You just click your park and then you look at the numbers.
Guess I could just do it that way. I thought there was a way through the menu. There we go. So we didn't have our park open for very long, but yeah, that's going to be our entertainment in the park, 3733, 1,000 visitors, and we didn't really mess with any policies or anything like that.
Nice. Very well done.
Thank you very much.
All right, and so we are now on to the next one, Nightmorphous.
Oh, hello.
So, you know the drill by now. We've got not a whole lot of time, 5 minutes, but you'll be able to take us on a tour, show us your stuff, and just kind of make a case for your city. Of course, chat's nosy. They want to know things such as your traffic and your mass transit usage.
My traffic is pretty lame, I must admit. Because I forgot to use traffic manager in this zone. You know, and maybe if I had 3 hours.
Oh my goodness, that guy.
But the transport is pretty good. Not that good. I must admit, only 171 per week plus 6 tourists. That's not my best. But yeah, here I got my main train line. Let's see, from outer city. Obviously, I got my main parks. And here's the city, the industrial zone, but I can also play this one. So, I did it this way. I somewhat take inspiration from my city when there are Luna Park or one, I can't remember how it's called, the circus. That in my city are in an industrial zone, so that's why everything is paved. What can I say? Oh, this one is inspired instead from something like Disney World, that kind of places where you have a transport line inside. Yeah, I could have used something better than a train, maybe like maybe don't really know, but yeah, it works. What? Okay, here, yeah, not really now, but during the stream, I had some people inside around medium of 5, 10 people every time. And this run all along this park. In the middle, obviously, there's the parking, the classic parking. You have seen it so many times. It's my main city, industrial zone here. Obviously, the garage, the trolley bus, and of the bus depot. Got a fire helicopter depot and a police depot for obviously reason this zone because it's not really connected fire departments or police department, so helicopters do that work. What can I do? Oh, this is my European neighborhood with a church in the middle of the city, let's say. Plus a big plaza that I used for product plazas inside. Around, obviously, a one-way road. Obviously, again, in a cathedral or a church, there's a cemetery. Classic European style. What can I say? Oh, yeah, my traffic is 82%, yeah, because of this. Also because of this, but when I switch these 4 roads, sorry, to a 6 road, the traffic is way better. In this fun world, I've got 47 visitors a week. In this one, at the moment, no one. Fortunately, yeah, I hope there was someone, but you can see they do. Nice. Fireworks in the evening. I love evenings in City Skylines. The problem, yeah, you can really build in the night.
Yeah.
Obviously, where is it? I can't find it. There's some troubles, obviously, with these stations because, yeah, didn't think about garbage. But yeah, I added the back small road, a service road that can be used only by. Oh, no, this one. I always forget this one. This can be used only by SOS vehicles or garbage trucks.
Right, always very handy. And yeah, those stations are tricky to work with. We started struggling with them with Move It even, but also great selection with the circus assets.
Yeah, as I said before the stream, I wanted a different part, but it doesn't exist on stream on the workshop. So yeah, I had to use something else, and this was the only one that I can really use that can go a good way with an amusement park.
Awesome. Well, that's the end of your time. But really quick, before I let you go, your park visitors per week, what are those at?
Again, this one, this week or another one.
Yeah.
This one is 91.
That's what I'm looking for.
This one, unfortunately, 0. Don't really know why, but
it happens. So, anyways, thank you so much, Morphus. It's absolutely great, and I can't wait to see how you do in the polls. And of course, thank you very much for a wonderful build.
Thank you. See you later.
Awesome. And folks, again, twitch.tv/NightMorphus. And now we're on to Kitty Claude, number 4. So, how are you doing?
Yeah, this was very intense.
It was.
I took a breather and watched the interviews to see what everybody else did. So, yeah. And of course, they all impressed, which I knew that they would.
Right. So, of course, you know the drill. You'll have 5 minutes
Okay.
to take us on a tour. Chat's nosy. They want to know things such as your traffic and your mass transit. And then, of course, your weekly park visitors.
Okay, so I have for traffic, I am at I'm at 77. Well, okay, I'm at 77. I guess that's a problem area. Okay. Wait, what else? My traffic and my pop is 11,500. What was the other one? I forgot already. Oh, my transit. Yeah, I do have trams in over at the main section, and I'm getting in 298. 300 total.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my original town. So this is based off of, like I said in the earlier interview, of just like a tourist trap in Wisconsin. So I have my like original small town over here. I mean, nothing really special. And then I built an industry area over here for the jobs to support them. So that's like the boring bit. And then over here, I built another small town area. Because like Wisconsin is a series of small towns. You know, like I said, we get up Madison or Milwaukee. It's a small town after small town after small town. And also in the Dells, they have like people coming from other countries to work the Dells. In the summertime, we get a lot of out of country people to come and work the Dells so they can visit America and just make some money.
Right.
So I built like a high res area for them to live in and like residents on either end. I built, okay, so out by the lake, I built a couple fishing piers and the pier restaurant, and I built a riding stable. So
Very
I had like
nice addition.
thank you. So my two main parks, this is my kiddie park right here. I have a couple plazas when you walk in. And then, of course, I have the area for, you know, where the kids are going to say, but I want to play the game. So there we go.
I mean, you gotta have that.
Yeah. And then the piggy ride. And then it's just like, and then I got the bouncy castle there. And the teacups for the kids, since they can ride those. And then a couple restrooms and the slide and a Ferris wheel. And then the carousel, of course, because you got to have a carousel. And the restaurant where, you know, people can go to eat, and a couple of games for the kids while their parents are eating. And then I have like a park with just a couple of places to eat with the picnic tables there. It's just kid friendly. And then over here, I don't have this zoned as a park. It's just a park. And then over here, oops. Mouse. God, my mouse are so acting up today. And then I also have all the shops going along here because like the Dell's very, very heavily shopped. Like there's a ton of shops, right? Because get all that money. Now this is my main park, and it is pulling in. I have 2,440 visitors. So you come in. And there is the souvenir shop, of course, and then restrooms because people have been going down I-90 all day and they probably have to pee.
Right.
And the plaza, yeah. And then I just made a little teacups here to come in, and then parents can sit here while the kids are on the teacups. And then we're going to go into the go-karts right here, across from the swinging ship, and the coaster, which is, you know, the big draw too. I love that coaster. And then I got a carousel there and the big drop ride and the Ferris wheel across from the restaurants. Then over here I have a hotel with the swimming pool. So that was just the wellness hotel. And then over here I have a golf range. Which is kind of jinky, but I did the best I could on that. And then over here, I got a pool where I guess people are being robbed. And the skate park.
To be fair,
yeah,
I mean, you leave your stuff on the side of the pool. Who's watching it, really? You need to install some lockers.
Right? And then over here, I have another hotel overlooking the water. Yeah, and then the riding stable area. And I could probably try to get into nighttime. This is a new mod for me too. Gameplay. How much time do I have?
You have 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Let me try and get that night shot in 10 seconds. There, I guess.
And
So there's
right on
the night
time.
shot. Cool.
Very much right on time. Folks, again, for your consideration, twitch.tv/kittyclawed. Overall, I love the idea. Again, it very much has a few vibes of Branson, Missouri for me, a city near my home area. You should check it out sometime. It's got a lot of the same ideas, a bit more hilly and windy, but a lot of great ideas that you've had here. I think it's definitely a very unique idea. The one thing I'll say is it does seem that you, and I think this is just symptomatic of most people's first time, it feels like you have gaps that are unfilled, whether it be by nature, city, or otherwise, and that's something that, you know, a lot of people do run into at the beginning, but you know what, that's more than fine. But overall, very good first time in Cities in a Snap. And
thank you.
best of luck in the polls.
Okay, thanks.
All right, and folks, I'm going to spend a little bit of time tweaking the rubric, double-checking my notes and whatnot, making sure that numbers line up, and we're going to be opening up the vote. That's right, it's time for the community vote, the most important vote that you guys will do all week on who deserves to win Cities in a Snap in your opinion. So of course we will go ahead and list all these folks. Give me just one moment here. So we've got Joey, Cybex, Nightmorphus, and Kitty as the 4 options. The vote will be up for 3 minutes, folks. That's right, 3 minutes. Be sure to get your votes in. Remember, you guys are an important part of the process, so be sure to get your votes in early so that you don't forget to do so. Because, trust me, you'll be heartbroken if you forget to vote, and it turns out that the streamer you thought deserved to win ends up not. And I'm going to go ahead and run over my rubric, and also, for clarity, we're going with a little bit more transparency. So I'm not going to make it publicly available so that we don't cause influence, but moderators are able to actually look at the rubric as I fill it out. So if there's any questions as to it, this will hopefully clear out a lot of questions that there have been about, oh, are things being tweaked, etc. No, I'm filling it in live. I sometimes have to go back and change something as per my notes after I tally things, but for the most part, that is the way that we're going to be rolling, and of course that will be made available publicly on the Discord later. But of course, if you can't vote using the chat poll, make sure to use /vote1, /vote2, /vote3, or /vote4 in order to get your votes in. If you cannot for some reason due to being on mobile, iOS, or something else. Vote Pedro, obviously. #vote pirate votes for herself. Wait, I didn't even see you as an option here, Toady. Oh, this is going to be a good one. This is going to absolutely be a good one. I can already tell. Remember to park in your streaming favorite, not your... Wait, what? I'm so confused by what you're saying. What are you even saying, my friend? What are you even saying? Oh my goodness, this is going to be a good one. This is going to be absolutely good, and I can't wait to see how the polls turn out. Right now, things are looking pretty good. Things are looking solid. But again, get your votes in right now, and a couple of quick extra announcements as we wait for results to flood in. Of course, if you're interested in the Cities in a Snap breast cancer awareness events for October, I believe we have it filled out, but if you want to be on as an alternate, be sure to message me on the back end, and we will try our best to get you in. Also, be sure to... subscribe to the YouTube. Be sure to sign up on Patreon if you don't want to subscribe here on Twitch, because this is a great event. It takes a lot of work to do, but we love doing it, and I would love to continue doing so. Also, shortly after the event ends today, we are going to be releasing an application for someone to be our merchandise designer. So if that's something that you would like to be interested in, be sure to fill out an application. We'll be interviewing people for that over the course of the next week or so. Do we know yet when the October packs are coming out? They should be out Monday. They should be out no later than Monday morning my time. So I'll be working on them tonight. Won't work on them Sunday, but if I have to, I'll wake up early to make sure that they're out before I stream on Monday. So it's looking good, everyone. Joe built the city. How are you? Hope you're doing good. All right, we've got a lot of good votes here. Okay, so it looks like we have a chat vote winner. Let me go ahead and tweak some numbers here on the back end. Be sure to swap this to here. Okay, and it does look like with the chat vote, we have a winner. And folks, the winner of Cities in a Snap, as per the rubric and chat vote, is the one and only Joey's Coffee Cup. Congratulations on winning Cities in a Snap.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. Did you see the competition you were up against this time?
No, I didn't actually.
Oh man, wait till you watch the VOD.
I've seen a bit of it, but it was unbelievable.
Oh my goodness, like the competition you guys put out for each other, but man, you edged it out in the rubrics, and then you were the clear chat favorite. That was absolutely legendary, and just such a great job. Again, your amusement park is better than what most people can do on PC. Let no one here think that console players can't do well. I mean, this is incredible. I mean, you always do a good showing, Joey, and just today you've beaten the tar out of longtime PC players. How does it feel for you and all of your console community folks?
I just feel ecstatic. Just for everyone, I just want to take this moment to say well done to Kitty Claude for the first time streaming in Cities in a Snap. Nightmorphus starting up his stream. Cybex, what quality legend of a guy. This community is amazing. For the console, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there on console, drop me a line, hit me up. You know, let's make this thing happen. Let's get more people in Cities in a Snap.
Exactly. We should get another Consoles in a Snap happening sometime soon. Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Let's go.
I know.
It'll be fun.
Of course, folks. Thank you so much for coming out, and Joey's Coffee Cup would leave you to your adoring fans.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure.
Awesome. Well, folks, again, that brings us to the conclusion of another incredible Cities in a Snap. I want to thank all of you for coming out, being awesome, being part of the community. We're going to pile on a raid, so stick around for just a moment. We're going to go on a raid. We're going to visit the winner. We're going to congratulate them. And, folks, if you want to come on over and hang out in the Discord for a while, I invite you to. We're going to hang out. We're going to have a good time. We're going to chat. We're going to talk about the future. We're going to talk about how this week went, etc. Also, be sure to keep an eye on Discord and Twitter for more information regarding the new merchandising position. Also, be sure to, if you haven't already, share this event with a friend. Bring a friend next week, because it's going to be an absolutely legendary finals. And of course, the final bit, be sure to hit up the YouTube, the Patreon, the Twitter, and the Facebook for lots of information and ways to support the event. And we'll start off the raid now. And until next time, this is KazGem signing out. See ya!